waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. In them you hear a voice, a beckoning lure you have heard so many times before. It is the song of the horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and untold horrors, of golden promises and dire warnings, and you know her song. It has always been there. Listen, can you hear it? The wind is in your favor, the tide is rising, the sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls.
Ahoy and welcome everybody. Welcome to Horizon's Call. Welcome back. We took a little week hiatus there, right in the middle of a cliffhanger. So we're very excited to be back. Very excited to have you join us and resolve this combat, hopefully, in favor of our crew. But we'll see. Sometimes things don't always go our way. That said, I am your GM, Derek. I use he/him pronouns. I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to see all of the lovely faces in chat. Not your faces, I guess your username faces. Those faces. And the way that Facebook has faces, but like less so because there's also pictures there. Anyway, I'm joined as always by these very lovely people, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves. But before that, I do want to say that if you like these lovely faces, call back, you can tip them through Pally. Pally.gg is a wonderful tool that we use that allows you to show, I should say, a little financial appreciation should you be willing and able to do so, both those things being important together. You can tip this cast and crew, all of whom are the same people you see right here, through, again, Pally.gg. It's a tool that we use instead of Twitch. If you are given bits and bubbles and whatever else through Twitch, it's always appreciated, goes directly towards the channel, helps us break even. But since we do not yet break even, we prefer to support our cast the best way we can, and that is through your direct appreciation. So if you go to Pally.gg, anything that you tip there gets evenly distributed based on shares amongst these lovely people, and can also impact our game. You can give crits, you can give advantages, you can give complications like black spots, which we find ourselves in the middle of one already. So maybe some crits and advantages would be nice for this lovely crew as they are fighting for their lives in this deadly vault. Yeah, so always bear that in mind. We also have some charitable causes, which we are always in support of. You can find all of those at beacons.ai/sword and key, and that's always great places if you do have like some extra tax dollars that might have just gotten deposited and you're looking to get some future tax deductions, you know, really be an adult about it. You can always donate to any of those wonderful causes. We do not have any currently ongoing incentives for any of those, but we will have some coming up next month, which I will say. Actually, I'm going to say more about that now. Why not? We have applications out right now for Sword and Key. We have applications out for games that are throughout next month, number of one-shots, and a couple of mini-campaigns. So if you have ever wanted to have your face where our faces are, you can do that now. You can apply through the form that you should be able to magically see over in chat, or you can also see that. I'm going to post that as of our break time on all of our social media. If you are a member on our Discord, if you have joined over our Discord already, it's already posted there, so you can find it there. If you haven't joined our Discord, it's a great time to try because they get access first. You can always join our Discord through beacons.ai/sword and key as well. So definitely throw your name to the hat. The applications are only going to be open for a week, so don't wait. If you have ever wanted to play with incredible folks and be featured on our channel, this is the time to do it. There will be more times in the future, but there's no time like the present. I'm going to stop talking for a second. Love these lovely people say a little bit more about themselves. Mare, as always, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hi. I would like to say, though, that the way that the username faces work is your face is your picture, just like on social media. I don't care if you have a Homestuck character as your profile picture. That's your face.
This is true.
Yes. Anyway, hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I am playing your amazing Soul Knife Rogue Star Druid Centaur, Acacia, who is ready to get out of this fucking dungeon.
Completely fair. I don't blame Acacia for that, considering there's like one thing about Acacia was like, hey, like Centaur, Rogue, tossing in some Druid. Also, like claustrophobia is kind of a thing, and we've been like underground in like, I think if anybody has that particular ailment. Not a great scenario.
It's not. I hate being underground. It fucking sucks.
It's not ideal. Yeah, it does suck. Speaking of things that don't suck, Eva.
Hi, hello, it's me, Eva. My pronouns are she, her, as are Winnie's, who is who I am playing today. Winnie is your sea elf, artificer, bard, alchemist. Bard,
Absolutely.
alchemist, artificer? There's some order of events in there, but yep, that's me.
All right. How's Winnie feeling about this combat?
Well, we'll find out really soon, but either really good,
Okay. Yeah.
or if the next 6 seconds don't go super great, a little stressy.
Fair enough. Mikyl, you're up next.
A little stressy.
Little stressy.
Yeah.
Little upsetty spaghetti.
Hi, fam. I'm Mikyl, he, him pronouns. I am playing Proximus, your Triton, Shadow Sorcerer, Paladin of the Homebrew Oath of the Guardian.
And a special thank you to Mikyl, as always, for the amazing artwork that you see on your screen, as well as a lot of the artwork that you see in a lot of our shows. We are always very, very appreciative of the time and effort that Mikyl puts into the incredible things. Yeah, we're always looking to support that more and more. Last but not least, Kaila.
Hi, hello, my name is Kaila. I use she, her pronouns. I play our Siren Storm Sorcerer, Scarlet Shores, who also uses she, her pronouns. And I am happy to be back after it was my fault for being gone for a week.
You were
That's
having a
your fault.
religious experience. It's fine.
Yeah.
Religious experience. I am now turning into a TTRPG themed game.
Yeah.
So win-win
it's
for
not
us, right?
It's not a fault if you have a good time. That's like we're all cool with it. I do really love that, like, Scarlet might introduce herself as, Storm Sorcerer, Siren, Scarlet Shores, and then just smack somebody with the full hand.
Smack a bitch.
Man, that's how I tell Ogden all the things that have changed.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Who is she?
All right, folks. Well, I believe we have a recap. I didn't ask beforehand, so I'm assuming yes.
We do.
I don't know who.
It's
Oh,
me.
it's Winnie. Okay.
Hi, it's me, Winnie. It's still Winnie.
Take it away, Winnie.
Good, yes, because I was going to, and the momentum cannot be stopped. Okay. We are still in the vault. But, good news, things seem to be kind of coming to an end, one way or another. For some of us more than others. We sort of thought we were getting close, because things were starting to look a little more Ogden-like. There was like a big, giant, fake Ogden, who could not be placated by hugs, this time around. But after a little bit of a tussle, it busted into the next room for us, and that was very nice. It did not stick around to be thanked. I don't actually remember where it went. It's probably fine. No big deal. Look, I almost died. So things are a little fuzzy in this general time frame. Because there was a room and it was full of fake treasure, and then there was another room full of even faker treasure, but there was a very real elevator, and the elevator looked very convenient. But then it got smashed by a boulder, and I was almost in the elevator, which is where the boulder ended up, and that would have been a flat weenie, and would not have been convenient for anyone, I don't think. Specifically me, Winnie. However, there were stairs, which it turned out were a lot safer than the boulder elevator. And we made our way to, here, this place, as you can see before you. a very nice, very big, you can only see part of it, but that's okay. A very large grand hall full. Look at all of those. Look, that's me, Winnie. But then way down here, there's like all these not very happy to see us people. Oh, look at Acacia, look how big she is. And then all the way down here, there's a general, whose name is definitely Crixus Vinculus. We haven't really been properly introduced, I don't think, but, yeah, that's his name. You can trust me on that. And Ogden. Pretty sure it's the real Ogden. He seemed pretty, not upset to see us. And we're in the middle of a fight. And, Scarlet, kind of appeared at the very end of the hall, and she's got her big giant tentacle, Tiffany, out. And, it's a thing. We're in the middle of it. Things are getting hairy. Well, not hairy because tentacles aren't hairy and Tiffany's here, but like, it's busy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
There
it.
we go. Thank you, Winnie. As always, my brain just hung on to one thing that you said: flat Winnies. Now it's Starbucks. Okay, jumping into, it's like a flat white. It was like my brain made the connection. Winnie's not from Australia though. What were you doing? Playing D&D. That's right. Make believe. Let's go ahead and jump into combat here. Let's switch over the music, and get. We'll see where this
Fucking
goes,
go.
right? Yeah, we'll see.
Fucking go.
We'll see where this ends up. Let's see here. All right. You find yourselves in the actual final vault of Ogden Ironback, a vault that has seemingly been cleared out and then filled with Imperial soldiers. You are facing down against the finest of the 444th. Definitely not the full Imperial Legion of the 444th, but as many as they could reasonably fit in here, while also maintaining some battle tactics, as you can see. You have created an difficult terrain in this blue square. You have taken out one mage. Jeffrey is still invisible. You have slowed one soldier three soldiers and one mage. And yes, you have summoned a tentacle. Ogden remains behind the desk where Scarlet has just appeared as well, has fired past Ogden at the general, and has summoned Tiffany the Tentacle as well. Proximus is surrounded. Winnie is under 3/4 cover. And that is where we find ourselves as we begin the turn order with Winnie. Winnie, what would you like to do?
What's that difficult terrain from? Was that from one of my spells?
Yes, that was an earthquake.
Erupting Earth or something?
Yes, Erupting Earth.
Okay,
is
just
what
wanted
it
to
was.
confirm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is me?
Is you?
Okay. Little Jeffrey, light of my life, home to all of my bag of holding goods, is going to how did I think I could do this? I guess it doesn't really matter. He can just come here. Sorry to anyone who had to see me figure out measurements on Roll20. He's gonna come here whilst invisible. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Still invisible. And he is going to Tiffany, I feel like I would know this already. Tiffany is at your command, right? Like, she's not just flailing around at anything.
No, she is under my command.
Okay. Then,
She's basically a separate appendage of Scarlet. That's weird. I'm sorry I
hate
said
that
that.
sentence. Okay. I guess he's gonna kind of move a little closer then. He is going to flip upside down and I this works. I know we mechanically figured out that this is possible for him to do. But he is going to be like close to the ground, and as he's upside down, he's going to divest himself of the mirror of life trapping, and play one of his little pre-recorded like this isn't so jawsome or something to draw attention of the general, perhaps, to the mirror that is now facing him. And in the mind link, Winnie is gonna say, "Hey, Scarlet and Ogden, don't look this way, or close your eyes, or something. Just don't look to the northeast." Assuming this is working on a cardinal direction. Whatever. Don't look up the hall.
Okay. I would like you to roll a persuasion check or deception. This could be either, for little Jeffrey as he is trying to catch the attention of this general. And that will determine whether he looks in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will roll, I guess, a wisdom saving throw against your, which he does not have any real bonuses to. So yeah, let's see what you got.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. You said performance or deception?
It could be
Oh,
performance,
yeah, sorry.
persuasion, or deception, honestly, depending on how you want Jeffrey to do this.
But you want him to roll it, right?
This is Jeffrey. Yeah, basically this is his role.
Okay.
Come on, little buddy.
I gave someone Bardic Inspiration already, didn't I?
Yeah, but I used it, so I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think I can help him from here. I would like to use one of my advantages, please.
You may absolutely may.
Okay, that's a 17. He's not
Okay.
very charismatic.
The general rolled a 15 plus 1, so he does not succeed. He will look down. This is a DC 15 or charisma saving throw, I believe. Yeah,
Oh,
DC
that's-
15.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a very good point. I did not state that, but yes, it is.
So he does not have. He has a plus 4 to his charisma, and he does have 2 more rolls of Indomitable. So let's see what we got here. That's a 5. So even with 4, that's only 9. I'm going to use an Indomitable.
I don't mind him burning through his Indomitables either.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
that is a 15 plus 4. So he has 1 Indomitable left. He does not get sucked into the mirror.
Okay. Little Jeffrey, can he drop to swallow it back up?
I feel like that's 2 actions. So he has done an item interaction. He has pulled the mirror
It's
from him,
inertia,
regurgitated
Derek.
the mirror.
It's just inertia. It's just gravity.
Listen, the worst decision I ever made was taking Ava to the Adventure Zone live show and watching that family argue over like the most insane. Like the live show hasn't come out in recording, so nobody that wasn't in Tacoma that night will get this. But like, you can't hotwire a 1996 Honda Civic, drive it through the front door of a mansion, ramp it off of a T-Rex and into the second-story balcony to intimidate the Great Gatsby. Okay, like that's too much for a 6-second turn.
I feel
Okay.
like you could do that in 6 seconds.
Okay, he also backed over Tom, to be fair, from the Great Gatsby.
See, that's a free action, though.
It's a free vehicular manslaughter is a free action. We all know that.
Everyone knows any attack on Tom. Okay, well, I feel like that's pretty good for little Jeffrey. I am going to just...
Is he still invisible?
Yeah. I mean, he...
Okay. Again, Baldur's Gate has ruined me for invisibility because I always can never remember if item interaction. But he didn't cast a spell or attack, so I believe he's still invisible.
He did
This
not attack.
mirror
he did
just
not
comes
cast
out
a
of nowhere.
Yep. With
Okay.
a weird noise. Maybe in the link, when he will say, "Hey, Scarlet, if you get a chance to get that mirror out of the way, that would be handy, but not necessary." Oh, fuck me. Nope. I'm not gonna release anything in it at the moment, because that seems like a terrible idea. I'm going to just firebolt this closest person next to Proximus, I guess.
Okay.
Because I am too far away from anyone else to do anything, and I'll move out of cover to do that, and then move back in after I do it.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's very convenient for me. Oh god, that rolls so much better. 17 fire damage.
Okay. All right. So we're taking. Winnie, that takes out that knight. How do you take out this knight that's closest to you?
I think it just envelops him in a little pop of flame, and then he was already wounded, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it wasn't even that big of it wasn't a conflagration or whatever it's called. Like, it wasn't a giant burst of flame. It just he just kind of slumps.
Yeah, he does the thing that like a low level video game enemy just like and then just ragdolls. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, ragdolling. And Proximus, how are you looking? I can't remember.
Rough.
Okay.
55 out of 149.
I am going to... Before I move back to cover, I will move so that I can see Proximus. And... Oh, I am not that good at this. I will upcast Healing Word and hit you with... Please do the math for me. 15 points. That's not too bad for Weenie. It's either that or I throw you a potion and I don't have good aim, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna run and hide and cover again.
Okie doke. All right, Winnie. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. I guess I
Cool.
could have also included Acacia in the hey, if you could make sure no one smashes that mirror, that'd be super great. But no worries.
We'll see. Okay. So Proximus, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. I have 1, 2 second level spells left. I am going to use Vortex Warp. So on the slowed sorcerer, the mage, it's a disadvantage on their saving throws.
I believe so. Yes.
So it's a
Say that, I
Constitution
will-
saving throw, 18, Vortex Warp. If it works, I am attempting to switch places.
Okay. So let's see here. Just want to double check. Speed is halved, -2 penalty to AC, dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions.
Saving throws.
Yes, I think it's just a -2 penalty to dexterity saving throws. I think everything
Gotcha.
else it
Okay.
maintains. So I'm sorry, what type of saving throw was it?
It's a Constitution.
Constitution.
18.
Okay. 18. That's high Constitution. Which this guy has a +0, so and nothing I think that would necessarily. Well, actually, how many spell slots you got? Ooh, I
Doesn't
am
matter.
actually
That
going
guy's
to.
slowed.
No reaction.
Oh, that's right. No reactions. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. That's only a 13. So we will swap places.
And my Constitution saving throw was 19. So a
Okay.
pass.
So you are Lindsay Lohan, and it's me, just Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, the remake.
Yes.
All right. You
then-
have traded places.
I will move next to Acacia here because I want to get out of the square.
Mhm.
So, and then I will, as a bonus action, you see the incorporeal rib cage build from, and then let's see how many. Oh, that's good. 11 temporary hit points, Acacia.
Bless. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're the greatest.
Oh, I just give her a little side hug.
Pat
And
on
she
the
gets-
butt.
It's I ask for consent first, and then I pop her one.
It's a little more appropriate for a centaur than a
Yeah.
humanoid.
I know, right? Good game.
Let's go,
And then
let's
that's my turn. Yeah.
Hit the showers.
Okay. At the end of your turn, having the general almost like on a pedestal looking down at this battlefield tactically, and seeing that the mage has just been displaced from his tactical position, I am going to have the general use his command ally. Actually, maybe not, because I think he's too far. Let's see. What is distance? Oh, no, okay. I'm just going to have the general then command ally on the knight closest to Proximus, and he is going to, let's see, there we go, command ally. Target one ally can see within 30 feet. If the target can hear the warlord, which is the stat block I'm using, target can make one weapon attack as a reaction and gains advantage on the attack roll. So I'm going to have, as Proximus has just appeared, the knight is going to make a sword attack with advantage on you, and that is a nat 20 to hit. So we're going to do, let's see, that's 5 plus 3, so 8. So 16 points of slashing damage
Oh, rough.
at Proximus. Then it is the warlord's main turn, the general's main turn. Let's see, he gets handful of points back. So what is that? We're now at 2, 5, and let's see, he has one thing of Indomitable left. Okay. I think he sees Tiffany the Tentacle, who has just shown up. He is aware that Scarlet is now behind him as well, having just lightning bolted him. So he is going to... I'm going to actually have him roll an intelligence check to see if he can determine if the mirror is an actual danger to him or not. Because I'm not sure he necessarily would have seen something like this. I'm not sure if he's really even aware that he's, succeeded. So, let's see, what is intelligence? Let's say he's not exactly sure what the mirror is. Like, he's a little suspicious that it came out of nowhere, but he's not necessarily going to have the intuition to smash it. So an attack on Tiffany. And let's see here. So Tiffany, that is 17 to hit.
Let me. She's.
Yeah, I can't remember if the
spectral.
tentacle has stuff. I assume it
She's-
has some sort of thing to it.
Maybe she's spectral, so.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't say.
Let's see, where do you get the tentacle from? Is it the Fathomless? There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Tentacle. That's a lot of tentacle. Okay. Tentacles of the Deep. You magically summon Spectral Tentacle that strikes at your foes. Bonus action, 10 foot long, blah, blah, blah. You can make a melee attack as a bonus action. You can summon the tentacle number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. It's a little weird that it doesn't give you 1d8. Speed is halved.
Because I don't think she's like actually there. She's basically a ghost.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think then if it's a ghost, then he is going to target the summoner of said ghost.
Oh,
so,
neat.
let's see here.
I'm just gonna duck behind the desk.
If Tiffany gets an opportunity attack, she may absolutely take it as he goes to you, hops over the desk at you, and is going to take his sword attacks at you. So the 17 was the first to hit. The second one is a 28. So I assume the second one does. Is the first one?
No.
First one does not. Okay. So then you were just going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is all he has for his turn. Let's move then to the mage's turn. The mage, having been displaced, is going to, let's see, with half movement, I can get the mage.
Hold on. They are slowed. There's some stuff for slow. So slow. Their speed is halved, -2 to penalty to AC and Dex. Can't use reactions. Okay, this is only if they cast a spell. You have to roll the d20. Okay.
Yeah. So if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, on 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. So he is going to cast a spell. That is what he has. So let's see. Half movements. That's 5, 10, 15. Boy, it's just what I need. Okay. And I move him right there. And when he's going to use his only 5th level spell slot at you, as you have become a massive nuisance just hiding back here, we're going to cast Cone of Cold at you. So let me see if this spell takes effect on this turn, as there's almost like this vibration around him, like the time itself is slowing him down. Like you might have seen your brother pull this trick on you sometimes, where you go to pick something up and it's stuck in time and almost vibrating with okay, he rolled a 1. So in that case, I don't believe that this spell does on 11 or higher. It's
on 11 or higher. The opposite.
Yeah. I wonder who's supposed to roll this. Oh well. Okay, so the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. Creature's using next. Okay, so the he is going to cast Cone of Cold at you. So Winnie, I will need a Constitution saving throw, please. It's DC 14.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Oh, my con is 11, so 19. Was trying to figure out if... Do I survive?
So I'm sorry. What was the
total
roll?
is 19. I'm sorry.
19. So, okay. So you only take half damage then. So you take 18 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And this cone, literally, you have 3/4 cover. He's gotten just at the angle where he peeks around, and this blast of the most intense cold energy, probably it reminds you of as if you were in the Northern Crown again, if you weren't wearing any of the furs or anything that you had then, and you just get blasted with this cold energy. Cool. You don't have any of the other deleterious effects because you saved.
Hooray!
So that is it for the mage's turn. We are now to Acacia.
It's my turn. How did the 2 guys in front of me look?
The 2 guys in front of you have taken some damage, but are still looking, relatively pretty okay.
What about the general?
The general looks vibrant.
Vibrant. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna peer over these two guys' heads in front of me, and I would like to cast a spell at the dude.
Okay.
He's gonna make a Con DC 17 saving throw as I cast Blight.
Light. Great spell. Okay, con. He has a +8 to his con, and he rolled a nat 20. So he does succeed.
Bitch. It's still a bunch of damage, though.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Fuck 'em
okay, so that is a total of 42.
Very nice.
Then, can I, try and shove past these motherfuckers?
For sure. Yeah.
I'm
I believe shove is always something that you can do.
yeah. I kind of want to just do what I did last time and just barrel.
Yeah.
I know you gave me we did some kind of mechanic for it, but I can't remember what it was.
There was you were basically doing a shove per person. You also had the momentum of running.
Okay.
So with them right in front of you, we could say that you could shove one of them. Using the attack action, shove a creature, not get prone or push it away from you. So
Can I
this
just jump over him instead?
You could. That would still get an opportunity attack.
That's fine. I'm gonna get an opportunity attack anyway, so I'm just gonna try and jump over them and then charge for the dude.
Sure. All right. Let me get your damage written down first.
AC 19.
63. Okay. And opportunity attacks on them. It's going to be a hit. That might not be. +5. And you just said a 19. So only one hits.
Okay.
So for 7 points of slashing damage to you as
Cool.
one of the blades lands.
Doesn't get through my temporary hit points, which I am happy for, since I got concentration still, I think. Oh, and I can make it. Cool. Kinda. We're just gonna squeeze it over here somewhere. Can you say I could squeeze here-ish?
Oh yeah,
next to
yeah.
These guys?
Yeah,
Cool.
you could push over the little viola or whatever that is, the Victrola. Not viola, Victrola. I know words.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely could squeeze behind the desk there with Ogden.
Cool. I'd like to run into the dude.
Okay, yeah. You have your is it charge or hoof attack, something like
Hoofs.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to play this, because I technically am only allowed to take the hoof attack if I do a physical attack action. But I don't know if you'll allow it for the bonus action charge.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that, especially if you want to use the shove, kind of combine that would
Cool.
be the attack action.
Cool. Let's just attack this dude with my hooves. 25.
That does hit.
Cool beans. And then it's gonna be a total of 6 just bludgeoning damage. I am
Alright.
hitting this dude. I'm trying to push him over. Move, dude.
Yes. Let's actually go ahead and roll a athletics, and I
that.
will have him roll against that. So we will see if he does remain standing or if he.
Mhm. Okay. So I got right now, I think I'm going to use my inspiration and roll with advantage.
Okay.
So let me see.
I'm going to use one of my advantages as well.
Okay, so right with that, I have a 16, but I'm going to probably add a couple things to it.
Yeah. Right now he has a 21.
Okay, so what first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my my wheels. So I'm going to add a D6 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I get. So that's 21.
Okay.
That's total 21. Is it a meet or a beat? How are we doing this?
I always give it to the attacker. So as of right now, you will succeed
Cool.
on knocking him prone or knocking him back.
A prone.
Okay. All right.
I want to hit him. I want to trample him.
All right, so Scarlet, you would watch as Acacia leaps over a couple of the Imperial elites, leaps again over the desk, and just full horse barrels into the Imperial general, who had like out of his periphery just began to turn as this horse body just slams into him, knocking him to the ground. He is still looking healthy, I should say, but not happy. I'm not sure if there's a good symbol for just like fucking knocked to the ground. Back pain. Back pain. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. Acacia, sorry. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
I'm done.
Cool. Then it is the knight's turn. Let's see here. I have a group of them. What is distance here? Whoa. Okay. With Winnie as a new target, I'm going to have the knights start grouping up to her. Let's see. 10, 15, 25, 30.
I activate my uwu eyes.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then that one about right there. I'm going to have these three dash so that they can get within melee, but they won't be able to do anything on their turn. And I'm going to have this one move here, and this one move here. There we go. The guys down here, and I will roll that attack here momentarily. Proximus has appeared for these two, so they are going to group up on him. Let's see, what is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30 feet of difficult terrain. So these guys are only going to about to get halfway there. This guy, like 5 feet. He's slowed. So yes, seeing everybody else is kind of like come the other way, they're going to try to regroup here. So Winnie, let's go ahead. You're going to take one melee attack, and I am also going to utilize basically all of their leadership, so they will be able to add 1d4 to all of their rolls. They're all just like equal leaders. You know, it's a really good structure that they all have. So Winnie,
happy for them.
Right. Winnie, that is a 19 plus 5. I'm assuming that's going to hit. Winnie, you're going to take.
I would like to, as a matter of fact, silvery barbs.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, yo mama thought.
I rolled a nat 1.
Hell yeah, you did.
Hell yeah, I did.
And you'll have. Oh wait, no, I will have advantage. Haha.
Okay. Okay. So Proximus, you were going to take 3 melee attacks and then 5 ranged attacks at you. So I'm actually going to roll. Is that 8d20? We'll just try to make this quick here. Okay. Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3 are going to hit. I'm going to say that is 1 melee, 2 ranged attacks. So Proximus, you are going to take, as far as melee goes, 12 points of slashing damage. As far as the ranged goes, that is going to be... Oh, that's right, because they don't have any +2 dexterity. 10 points of piercing damage from crossbows. That is it for the knight's turns, I believe. I want to make sure I didn't leave anybody out.
I look like a pin cushion.
So it could have moved you. Yeah, you've got some Boromir vibes going on.
It's right in the back, too.
Okay. That is, yes, it for the knight's turn. So with that, it is Scarlet, your turn.
at last.
But not least.
I would like to use Shocking Grasp on the general, please.
Yeah.
First
do.
time I'm within melee range of somebody, I gotta use it.
He is prone, so I believe you will have advantage on this.
And he's in metal armor.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get advantage times 2?
I will give
No.
I will give you advantage and a +5.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll take that. 32 to hit.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Fuck you. No. Nope. Sorry.
I have a +10.
He ascended
I'm
to
sorry.
godhood when a horse hit him.
My spell attack is a +10. He gets 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to move Tiffany to be within attacking range, and she would like to
Mystic
give a good,
Tiffany starts playing.
she would like to give a good bop, please. I need to find her stuff.
And I said, what about tentacles at Tiffany? She said, I think that's really fucking gross. And
Does Tiffany also get advantage because he's pro?
Yeah,
Not
but
that
it's
it
melee
matters
attack.
because she rolled. Oh, I don't know what she doesn't have any pluses.
No, I don't think so.
I got a
I
19.
closed the page, but yeah. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So 1d8 +5. Oh, she has a +10 to hit too. You go, Tiffany. 7 points of
All right.
cold damage.
This general's not having a good time.
Good.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve to have a good time.
From his perspective, he's just been hit by a horse, knocked to the ground, electrocuted, and then a tentacle hit him. This is a very confusing moment for this man.
Are we awakening
right.
something from the general?
Let's see. All right. As we go to top of the order, then, anything else for your turn, Scarlet?
No, that is all I can do.
Winnie, it is your turn.
Indeed, it is, Derek.
Indeed, quite. I see Winnie has finally matured.
Almost poked myself in the eye with that one. Okay, so I do not like where I am.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I'm needing to remember if this is an action. Nope. This is a bonus action. I'm gonna teleport over here. Forget your attacks of opportunities, gentlemen. And now what? And now I would like to really not be here anymore. How many are there?
So you have 5 soldiers and a mage that are all in that same space with you. And none of them have taken any damage except for the mage.
All right. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I am going to upcast Flaming Sphere. Basically, Winnie is going to dig in her bandolier of terrible ideas and throw a flask on the floor. How do I measure? I want to get as many. It's a 5-foot diameter sphere.
Okay.
So I guess I could only get like these 3.
So
Is that right?
5-foot
'Cause if I
diameter
put it,
means
like here.
you would. So 5-foot diameter means that it would just go across like 1 square.
So yeah, so it wouldn't get anyone, right?
I mean, you could get one person.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it was a 5-foot radius, that would be a little
That's
different.
10 feet, yeah. Fine. Then 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of them. I will cast Bane, I guess, on... Can you see it if I do that? The 4 closest to me, so not this one.
Right, the 4 closest to you. Okay.
Yep.
And the saving throw?
Charisma 16.
Okay, +2 to charisma. That is an 18. That's a 1. That's a 12. That's a 5. Only 1 succeeds.
Okay. That's fair. And so they all have a D4 subtracted to their attack or saving throws.
Okay, so that will negate the leadership ability then for 3 of them.
Hell yeah. And then little Jeffrey, the general seems somewhat like he doesn't need the mirror. Little Jeffrey's going to scoop it back up.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can, he's... Oh, I guess this would break his invisibility.
No one knows. No one knows what the mirror is yet. You can stay. Technically.
That's true. But I mean, he's pretty incapacitated, so I guess he can hit Proximus with, because Proximus, you look the worst, right? You're the worst off.
I am literally the worst.
He is going to fly over to you. I guess he's just going to be like here. I don't know. And hit you with Cure Wounds for 14.
Oh, thank you.
So little Jeffrey just pops into existence.
No, he's still invisible. That's not
He cast a spell, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I guess, because it's technically my spell. He's just a conduit, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oop, the
I'm sorry,
snake.
did he pick up the mirror?
Yes.
Okay. So typically I would say, like,
Is
that's
that
an
a
action
full
to pick
that's
up the
a
action.
full action?
I will say that you can heal Proximus for this turn.
Okay.
But typically that's object interaction, which would count as an action.
Yeah, that's what we had. Yeah, that's.
But for the sake of Jeffrey, who I'm assuming just unhinges his jaw, acts like a Hoover, and in a single movement,
yeah, he
just
dropped
swallows a
on
Swallows it.
5-foot long mirror. Like, it's a big fucking mirror.
it. Yeah, no, he just dropped.
No,
on
he's
it.
like
He
the
was still
vampires
upside
from
down.
Blade 2, where they just like unhinge. There's like mandibles.
Oh,
and it's
man.
really
He
a good
Kirby'd
movie.
it. He
It's
Kirby'd
like
it.
thank the gods it's invisible.
Yeah, no, it was not attractive. Okay, and I don't think Cure Wounds does anything else exciting.
Unfortunately, not. No, it just keeps people alive.
Yeah.
What bullshit. All right, no longer
like
invisible.
I like the fact that Proximus could actually see all of this happening.
Yeah.
He's just
oh my
watching
God.
it like, yeah.
Is your eye
Ooh.
open or is it
Yeah.
covered?
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh yeah. So you see the Kirby.
Oh,
hideousness,
yeah.
And then he comes straight for you and like touches your cheek with his little shark hand.
Yeah,
He heals my son.
it's the moment of creation. Yeah, just Proximus just puts out a finger. It's
Yeah, both fingers.
What?
Jeffrey's just like, I'm your god now.
That's it for his turn. Both of our
right.
turns.
All right, Proximus, it is your turn.
Oh, goodness. I am going to use my last second level spell. Let's see. Shadow Guardian, 10th form, Whirlpool. I can speak. Warp.
Even Proximus like, this one's not meant for the accent.
Yeah. I should really test these out in the accent first. I'm going to use Misty Step, Step of the Seas in Misty Step from here to here, right next to Ogden. And then I want to use 5, 10, 15, 20. Is he still on the ground?
Yeah, he has
still
not had a
prone?
turn to get up yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, he is. All right. So I'm going to use 5, 10, 15, 20. We have him surrounded as a team should. And I'm going to take 2 swipes with my glaive.
Let's go.
Plus
With
11 to
advantage.
hit. Oh, advantage on
Yep.
both.
It's on the ground.
22 to hit on one,
Yep.
and a nat 20. Crit
Yes.
fishing, baby. All right. But I have no more spell slots, so I can't like
Unfortunate.
divine smite him, which would probably be best for him. All right.
Do we know his AC, Derek?
I believe his AC is 18.
All right. I wasn't sure.
Yes, it is 18.
19.
It's Ogden's reaction as this is all going down in Michael's County.
Yeah, Ogden is just like, so he got a little singed by the lightning bolt not that long ago. He's mostly just been like tugging at the chain and trying to turn around in a seat that doesn't swivel. Be like, what's going on back there? Don't hit me again.
If I had more actions, I would have kicked the chair over. So 25 points of slashing damage on the crit, and that was shit. 7 points of damage on the other hit.
Okay. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
No. That's I think that's everything.
Alrighty. In that case, it is the general's turn. Let's see.
Oh, I should have
Okay.
grappled him. Yeah. Anyway.
Going to get up, look a tiny teensy bit better with his survivor feature, and look at himself being surrounded, and he will look to all of you and say, I am General Crixus Vinculus. You will stand down now, or I will have Ogden executed in this moment. And he gestures to the line of crossbowmen who are all pointing at you now, and with Ogden in the way. It's your choice. You can die here with him. You can kill me even and make your way out, but you won't make it out with him. Your choice.
We knew the risks.
Okay. With that, then he is going. His face is going to drop a little bit. Very well then. Then I will not die on my back. I will die on my feet. And he will draw his sword against Scarlet and Acacia, I guess. Yeah.
Everybody within 30 gets 9 temporary hit points.
Refresh
Other
to
than the-
9. Let's go.
Other than the general. 'cause
That is going
F
to
him.
hit Acacia. That is going to hit Scarlet. So, Acacia, you are going to take, let's see, 12 points of slashing damage. Scarlet, you are going to take 15 points of slashing damage. And actually, I was looking at the wrong thing, but that's fine. It's, yeah. Actually, if you want to add just 2 to whatever I just said to both of yours, I was looking at the knight, and instead the warlord does a +5 instead of a +3. So if you just add 2 to that damage, otherwise that is all that he has for his turn. He has tried to reason, however poorly, with you, and has not found success in his words. In that case, it is the mage's turn. So let's see, where even is the mage
just
anymore?
so you know, I don't
Mhm.
think I got concentration. Wait, no, I did pass concentration. Proximus Azora is within 5 feet, within range. Never mind. Slow is
Cool.
still active.
All right.
Oh yeah.
In that case, the mage still slowed is only going to be able to take half movement. We'll try to line up there. The mage is going to cast. Let's see. How many spell slots do I have left? I have 3 of that. 2 of those. Let's do.
Also, since when do knights have charisma? I want to punch them.
The knights do not actually. Well, actually, they have a +2 to charisma.
+2 to charisma.
Yeah, the warlord is +4. The mage is going to cast magic missile at Winnie. It's tried and true, and everything else would be an AOE. So Winnie, this is going to be. Let's see, strike simultaneously, target, blah blah blah. We are going to do 3d4 +3.
Oh, Winnie.
11 points of magical force damage to Winnie as this mage. Actually, I'm sorry. I need to roll to make
squeaks.
sure. I did roll a 9, so it does happen on this turn.
Yeah.
That is all that the mage has. We are now to Acacia.
So I would like to, at first, I will eat the attack of opportunity. It's fine. I'm just gonna move back a little bit, like right out of the way. Maybe like 10 feet right here.
Okay.
Is he attacking me?
Yes.
Cool. Love that.
So that was 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay,
Almost
that's
like
fine.
you're goading him.
I'll take it. And I'll let it hit me, and I'm gonna let the slow drop, the concentration on slow drop.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna smile at him, kind of like, let's just say my smile matches the 8 wolves I'm summoning. So can you ready the Anubia tokens, please?
Let's
Yeah, let
go.
me summon 8
Okay.
fucking wolves.
So Derek,
Every
what I would
centaur
like you
has
to do.
8 wolves inside them.
So first things first, I would like you to summon them in the 4 spaces around the 4 available spaces around what's his face. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna summon the other 4 within, I think it's 60 feet. Let me double check.
Okay.
Get
60 feet.
Yeah, take your time. I've got to find the Anubia tokens.
Oh.
Okay.
Druids, man.
Fucking right. We're just gonna do like summon the other ones. Starting here. 1, 2.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second to see where you're looking.
Okay, so there's gonna be, yeah. Well, technically, where Tiffany is, that's a large square. So put the 4th one between
Right there?
here between Scarlet and Proxy.
Between Scarlet and Proxy. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
And-
Where are your other 4?
The other 4 are going to start attacking these motherfuckers over here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Technically, I'm supposed to roll their own initiative, but can they just join in right after me or something
That's
like
fine.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start rolling to attack at people.
Okay. Yeah. All of a sudden, there are a bunch of wolves.
And they
Bam,
all have
bam,
tactics. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. One of them has very muddy paws. One of them looks up at Proximus and just like winks a little bit.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
You do good boy. Okay, are we ready? I'm gonna
Yeah, by
do
all
the
means.
first. I'm gonna do the first 4 on what's his face, the general.
On the general. Okay.
17 on the die, so 17 plus 4.
Mhm.
21. That one is a miss. Next one is a 19,
Okay. So 3 hits so far.
and then another 17 on the die for that one. So total of 3 hits on him.
Okay.
Let me roll damage first. So it's going to be 1, 2, 64 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a total of 18 damage on the general.
Okay.
And then this one right here, the ones that's right to the right of Jeffrey, is
Mhm.
going to get 2 attacks.
Okay.
That is a crit.
Okay.
And then the second one is going to be 2 nat ones. So he just gets 1 crit, which is going to be a total of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
16. Okay.
And then the other 2 are going to attack that last guy.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be not a hit. And the second one is going to be a crit.
Okay.
So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
All right.
Is there screaming yet?
I think there's there's screaming by those surrounded by wolves. There's yelling by those who have just noticed wolves. And there's a lot of again, this is an elite squadron, so there's not squadron, elite legion. So these are a lot of people who all boss each other around a lot. And so there's a lot of confusion and chaos in the room as they are shuffling between aiming at any of you, aiming at Ogden, aiming at wolves now. Some of them in the back are like, what wolves? Like the ones that are closer to Winnie. Like, what are you talking about? There's wolves. Yeah, that's there's a lot going on.
Yeah, so we got wolves in the mix. Thanks, Anubia. I love you.
Got wolves in the mix. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
That's it.
Okay. It is the knights' turn, who again are in massive confusion right now. I'm going to have the knights around Winnie try to resolve their frustration with her. So, with none of them slowed anymore, Winnie, you're going to take 4 melee attacks. Actually, you know what? There's enough room for everybody in here. Let's go ahead and have 5 melee attacks. So let me roll those real quick. Winnie, what is your AC?
That's a 19.
19. Okay, and they have a +5 to hit. So,
Does the one
1,
still
2.
get leadership because of Bane? Because Bane
No,
didn't hit
we're
him?
only one will get leadership.
Yeah, okay.
So in that case, that's going to be 3 hits. Actually, and I'm sorry, I've been doing only 1 hit per night. They get 2 melee attacks. I'm so sorry. This is going to be.
They don't need to. That's fine.
Well, I did only roll for half of them. So let me do this again. We'll do 3 hits, and then that's only going to be 4 hits.
Okay.
So, Winnie, you will take 8d6 plus 3 times 2, 6. Okay. No, times 4, 12. Okay, so 45 points of slashing damage.
Okay. That wasn't
Okay.
very nice. We could have been friends.
Man, I hate when I forget multi-attack.
I
Makes it too
made
easy on you guys.
cookies. I mean, I don't
okay.
I could.
All right. The other ones here are going to take their... Well, let's see. These can just get to a wolf. Get away. This can get to a wolf. These can get to a wolf. This guy can just get here. And then this guy can get like, let's see, stepping over a dead body. Okay, we'll say like right here and right here. Okay, we're going to have some attacks on wolves. The worst sequel to Attack on Titan. Let's see. That's going to be Jesus. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What's the AC of a wolf?
13.
13. Okay. And they have a +5 to hit. So 1, 2.
They only
3.
have 11 hit points, so
Yeah.
just letting you know.
Um.
But these attacks are
4.
better on the wolves than on the party.
6, 7. Okay. So 7 hits. I'm just going to kind of group the damage together and see what we get from there. So that's 14 d6. Thank you, Google. I appreciate you rolling dice for me. 14 d6 plus 21. So 47 plus 21 is 68. So we're targeting how many wolves here? I'm gonna pop wolves off as we. So I think that's gonna take care of all of them because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is only 44. So okay, so they have eliminated the wolves around here. And little Jeffrey, unfortunately, how many hit points does little Jeffrey have right now?
27.
Okay, so little Jeffrey is going to take the. He's actually barely holding on. So little Jeffrey has 6 hit points left?
Wait, what was the attack?
Little Jeffrey was caught in basically, he was in the area of attack.
Oh, it didn't matter what his AC was.
It was a follow. Well, there were 2 nat 20s.
Oh, okay.
In all of those rolls.
I was like, because his armor's better than mine.
Yes, yeah, he had 2 nat 20s in there.
Okay.
So
So he's down
took
to
some
6,
damage.
you said.
Yes, he has 6 hit points left. Let's see. And then I'm gonna have 2 crossbow, actually, what is it, 4 crossbow attacks? 4 crossbow attacks at Ogden. So Ogden's AC is pretty low. He's not wearing any armor. Where are you? There you are.
He was just go in his shell.
Well, he does have his natural turtle armor, so that does give him a +2. He's wearing essentially like his coat and everything is effectively studded leather, so he has a 16 AC. So, and these guys don't have a + to dexterity, so we're gonna see what they come up with here. If they can get 16 or above, they're going to hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a nat 20. So we're just going to do 1d10 times 2. 4 points of piercing damage as a lot of the crossbow bolts kind of bounce off of the shell, get stuck in the leather, but one actually pierces like right into the shoulder that's singed by electricity. And he goes, "For fuck's sake, can you just end this?" And with that is it for the knights. It is now Scarlet's turn.
I don't want it to be my turn. I'm kidding. I do want it to be my turn.
I wasn't going to take it from you.
You don't get one.
Fine, you don't want one? That's fine. That's fine. It's not enough retreating in D&D,
I'm not retreating. Does Scarlet Shores look seem like the one to retreat?
Have we at all? I don't think we have.
So.
As I said to what's his face, we knew the risks coming in here.
We did.
That's
We
true.
did. I would like to use Shocking Grasp again.
Yes.
I believe you technically not retreated, you surrendered once, but you've never retreated. And it was a tactical surrender.
You must say we surrendered with motive.
Oh.
With motive.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Absolutely.
And that is 9 points lightning damage.
Okay.
And
Is that
Tiffany would
doubled
like
at all
to-
because he's
I don't
in
think
armor?
so.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. Tiffany does get to boop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I will let Tiffany boop.
Boop 'em.
That is a nat 20 for Tiffany.
Okay.
So double. Is it double the die? Or is
Double
it
the dice or
one-
double the damage. It is up to
Okay.
you.
We'll just roll.
Yeah, you just get advantage on your attack if they're wearing armor.
18 points of cold damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
And she gets to move and attack again.
Okay.
I don't really know where she can move though, and still.
He is actually looking rough at this point.
Slither over in Anubia.
Yeah. I mean, it's spectral, so.
Yeah, just put it on Ogden's desk. Just a little, like, suction cup tentacle.
That is a 19.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
Dirty 19. And 8 points of cold damage.
Okay.
I forget how much I love Tiffany. Tiffany's great. We love Tiffany.
Took too long for her to come back.
I know.
Yeah, General's looking real rough. Anything else for
Just
your
getting
turn?
smacked around.
Yeah. Batted between all of you. Trying to maintain some dignity.
Tiffany is my bonus action, so that is
Cool.
that is all.
Winnie, it is your turn.
Yeah, hi, it's me. I don't want to be here anymore. So, I'm gonna go teleport up here, and then I'm gonna use my action to. Oh, that's a mage, huh?
That's a mage. Yeah.
That's a mage. Is it? There's this not half wall, but like, if I dash, can I get to this, where this arrow is, would you say?
I would
guess,
say you'd be able
okay.
to get like
I
you would
could've-
have to go like around it. So
Hang on, I will teleport to here instead.
Okay.
Now can I?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say fuck it, why not? So yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. That's it for Weenie. Except she's going to say, hey, Ogden! I squeaked really loud into the mic and I'm sorry for that. Look at little Jeffrey, please, and thank you into the mirror. It's okay. Everything will be okay in like, well, a minute if I understand the rules correctly. And little Jeffrey is going to just hork up the mirror again.
Okay. So little Jeffrey turns around, like horks up just a little bit of the mirror, and Ogden goes, "Why the fuck do I need to look into a mirror?" And just I'm going to have to say he automatically fails. He's doing what you asked.
Thank you.
And you all would watch as like the manacle holding him in place maintains. It's not something he was carrying, but he just like the prismatic aspect of him almost gets absorbed into the mirror.
That was good groupthink. Good work, team. And I mean, they're gonna swipe at him anyway, right? Like he might as well try and escape. He does. I don't wanna. How tall is the ceiling?
About 25 feet.
Okay. I guess he's just gonna go up and over. And I understand that provokes an opportunity attack, and he's gonna give them his uwu eyes. Yeah. He'll do it. He understands the risks. Just like Acacia said.
What's his AC?
20. Somehow.
Only one attack will land. Whoop. Where goes the die? Let's see. 5 points of slashing.
Oh, my boy! Okay, like he's losing like little pieces of himself, just like falling to the. Maybe a foot hits the ground.
Poor
As a
Jeffrey.
reminder for folks at home, he is a homunculus mechanical shark man. It is not an actual foot.
I mean,
it is an actual foot, but
it's not a biological foot.
What
Yeah.
if you just started making his like limbs hyper realistic?
I wouldn't do that to Mikyl. First of all, second of all,
Well, don't do that to our audience.
he already skirts the uncanny valley of existence. So yeah, he is going to be up as far up and away as possible. I don't know where that would put him. I guess, like,
Just putting him like vertically 25 feet up.
well, because he's already kind of up. So I guess, and also over. So I guess like here. I feel like that splits the difference between distance up and over. And that will do it for him until I can cast Mending on him.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to go to break here momentarily, but I am going to use the general's last legendary action as he points to one of the soldiers that I believe is just within reach. And say, shoot that thing down. And he will use a single crossbow attack. That does not hit.
Oh.
And with that, we are going to go ahead and go to break.
Little
We will
Jeffrey
pick up
dabs.
Proximus when we get back.
Right.
Yeah, dabbing on the ceiling. Great. Okay. Stick around, folks. We'll be back in about 10 to 15. Check out our socials in the meantime, where I'm going to momentarily post the applications for our June Pride Month games. As always, you can see those that are currently posted on our Discord, and you can always check out our Discord through beacons.ai/sword and key. But all of our socials will have the application out in just a moment. So, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, sword_and_key. Take care of yourselves. We will be back, like I said, 10 to 15. See you then. Oh, Vast, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Horizons Call. I realized that I owe you something. Typically, I try to do that before we come back from break, but might as well do it after. I owe you all a shanty. This has been a black spot resolution to have this many fucking soldiers all chalked into this vault that my players are actually doing a pretty hardy job of dealing with. But I owe you a shanty nonetheless, for those of you who may not be familiar. If you are so generous and able to tip through Pally, again, Pally.gg evenly distributes your tip amongst these amazing people. You can tip to give a black spot, which for us is a complication. Makes things a little more difficult, a little more straining, or a little more interesting for me. But if you do that to balance out my karma in the universe when I don't hit my microphone, I also try to sing a sea shanty. We have a list of sea shanties that I have compiled, and I have my players roll on that beforehand. We have actually rolled one of my particular favorites. I'm still waiting for them to roll a 1, which will be the biggest content warning that I'll ever do for a sea shanty, but it's a good one. It's one of my favorites. This one, however, is Roll Northumbria, which is by the Dreadnoughts, I'm sorry, who are actually, if you're a sea shanty aficionado, connoisseur like myself, which is not a type of T-Rex, you might be familiar with the Dreadnoughts. They're a wonderful group who have done a lot of more modern sea shanties, kind of like the Longest Johns, if the Longest Johns had like an edge to them, like if they'd had some real family trauma. So if you ever want to listen to a great album, Dreadnoughts Into the North, fantastic, has a bunch of classics and some new stuff that they have done as well. This is Roll Northumbria is actually about a real steel-clad oil tanker called the Northumbria, which has, at least in the song, a rather tragic end. In real life, not so tragic, so they kind of editorialize a little bit, but still a great song nonetheless. So let's take it down with the battle music a little bit, and we'll do just a little bit of Roll Northumbria here. was late 65 at the old Walsey Yard. She was commissioned to haul the black tar. Built the Northumbria there on the bar. Roll, Northumbria, roll. For when the Egyptians they closed the Red Sea, the call came on high from the powers that be to build a royal monster right down on the quay. Roll, Northumbria, roll. Boys, roll, Northumbria, roll. Carpathia, vengeance, celestial call. She was the tanker to outsize them all. From the banks of the Mersey to the port of Halal. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And fair princess sang through a bottle of wine, and watched as the giant sank down in the Tyne. What lay ahead could no mortal divine. Roll, Northumbria, roll, me boys. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And it's 1 for the hot sun above, 2 for the empire we love, and it's 3 for the fire that burns down below. Roll on, Northumbria. Roll, Northumbria, roll. Okay. That's the little roll Northumbria. Highly recommend it. It's one of those great badass songs. That and was it the Northwest Passage? Great songs. If you're ever gonna drive and you want to pretend you're behind the wheel of a boat and not the wheel of a car, great times. Okay, let's jump back into it. I've reduced my karmic footprint. So as we jump back into combat with Proximus, Proximus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Let's see. 10 temporary hit points to all my allies,
including those wolves.
Within 30 feet?
Including the wolves, yep. 30 feet.
I should take Ogden off the board as he has just been slurped into a mirror.
All my wolves have 21 hit points now.
Nice.
Let's go.
And then
Boy, that really feels like a bard song, doesn't it? All of my wolves have 21 hit points. Try to fight my wolves.
Winnie, you're the local.
Put that on the playlist.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take 2 swipes.
Okay.
At General. That's a 25 to hit and an 18 to hit.
I'm sorry, the second one, 18?
18? Yeah.
18 just hits.
15 points of slashing damage. Ooh, nice. And 16.
Alright, so 31 in total.
How's he looking?
Right. Real rough.
Yeah. And then he wasn't planning on leaving, right?
He honestly has nowhere left to go.
Right. Sentinel, so he has to stay put.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is his turn. He has used up all of his legendary actions. He has 1 Indomitable left. All he can do now is attack or surrender, and this is not the kind of man that you would predict would surrender. So, with his 2 great sword attacks, he is going to Proximus. You are the closest thing that he would, I think, attribute to being an equal, especially in combat. Like, otherwise we have a horse person, like, bedecked in nature, and then just, like, a warlock. And, like, if he's going to go out honorably, he's going to take out the true warrior, which is you. So, we'll get a couple of... Couple of great sunsets.
I am a
Oh, I mean,
sorcerer.
yeah. I'm not saying that his viewpoint is right, but that is
Derek's like, you're not supposed to like him.
Yes.
You're not in armor or carrying using a sword, so
That was a nat 20 to hit and a 25 to hit. So let's see what he's got here. So let's see. So that's 15, and then 12, 17. So hold on. Quick math. And plus 15. 48 points of slashing damage. And that is all he has for his turn. He can no longer command an ally. So that's what we got. Okay. Moving on then to the mage's turn. The mage is just able to see Winnie around the corner there. He is going to use, since Winnie has stepped away from all of his allies, he's going to use, let's see, for third level, his last third level spell, and cast Fireball on Winnie. So Winnie, I will need a dexterity saving throw from you that is DC 14.
I'm going to use my flash of genius to make that 17. Please and thank you.
Okay. So half damage then, it's going to be D6.
I should probably mark that as used.
Okay.
Why are you not marking as used? Okay.
12 points of fire damage then, as you are able to dodge the majority of this fireball's damage that singes even the walls around you.
You singed my hair. I love my hair.
The mage, actually, if you say that mage is this, human man, he has a little kind of goatee, darker hair, and robes with a little bit of what looks almost like armor, but protectively wouldn't do much, but almost cast the fireball, and then you come around with these singed hammerhead shark pigtails, and he almost is taken aback just a little bit. Okay. That is all the mage can do, I believe. Cast a spell. I don't think we have any bonus actions. Actually, let's see. Got so much stuff. Okay, can't do any of those. I'm gonna have actually him Misty Step and use one of his second level. So he will Misty Step. Let's see. Right jaw. All right. And with that, Acacia, it is your turn.
how bad does he look, the general?
Real bad.
Can I let the wolves go first?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna let the Anubias try and handle this as much as possible first. So
we're calling them
they're all named Anubia.
the Anubias.
Okay. So it's gonna be a nat 20 for the first one. Just keep
Damn.
count of how many hit, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Miss. That is a 17. So that one does not hit.
Correct.
So that's gonna be a total of one was a crit, so 2 hit.
1 hit and 1 crit. Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna be a total of 64 plus 4. Oh, that is a D8. That is not what should be rolled. 21.
21. Okay. Still up, but barely.
In that case, they're tearing into him. I want to cast a spell, please. I'm going to cast one of my Guiding bolts.
Okay.
And I'm going to do, and I'm going to attack. That is a 19 on the die
Next you will hit.
for a total of. Please tell me how much I did, please. 13 points of damage.
7 hit points left. How would you like to take out this general?
I think this is just an icing like on the cake, you know. It's the last candle that's been blown out. I really want the wolves to shine here.
Of course.
I want the wolves to shine. I want him to be torn apart by these summoned wolves. And so yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But I want
we'll Looney Tunes like a cloud, and then there's just like one wolf that's just patting away with like a hand in its mouth and just.
And like, I want to like, while this is happening, like maybe like his screams are like cut off at like something to notify everyone else that he is gone. I want to turn to the rest of the group and be like, get out of here before I summon more wolves to take care of the rest of you.
Okay. Acacia, roll intimidation.
Can I get advantage?
You can absolutely get advantage. Yes.
I will help that. Yeah.
Well, okay. So I was gonna say. So here's the one thing. Knights have the brave feature, which gives them advantage on saving throws against being frightened. You are trying to scare them, so that's why I would probably call this just
flat.
Yeah,
flat. It
flat
cancels
roll
each other out.
and yeah.
Right.
That is fair. Okay, so I am going to use. Not an actual advantage. If I spend an actual advantage.
You can spend an actual advantage for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend an actual advantage to get advantage.
Okay.
Since the circumstantial and their things kind of cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how it turns out, because I might want to use like my last wheel feature and then potentially one of my psionic points. So we'll see how it looks. That is 2 17s on the die for a dirty 18. Do I need to get higher?
So what I'm going to do is roll for all of them. Basically all of them that can see you and see. So there are going to be the ones that are in the secondary room, those 5 that aren't necessarily going to be affected, but you will get the mage and you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 knights. So I'm going to roll 9d20.
I'm gonna use my cosmic omen then to continue adding to that.
Okay.
That is going to be an extra +5, so that's a 23.
Okay.
That's a 23 intimidation check.
In that case, I don't think any of them are going to be able to succeed. No. None of them are able to succeed. You have almost taken on a magical aura to this intimidation that you are pushing. They've watched their general, the illustrious Crixus Vinculus, be torn apart by wolves that you just summoned from thin air. Like these guys are, elite soldiers, but it's like watching, there's death troopers, and then they just watched Darth Vader get pulled apart. So like there's a level of, we're not paid enough for this, where they are going to, on their turn, mobilize and begin to retreat. They may still fire, because that is part of an Imperial retreat, is making sure you all don't come after them. Yeah, you all, you might piece together where they go and how unfortunate that might be for them.
Oh well.
Oh well, indeed.
Yeah, and the dogs will turn.
Good luck getting
and
out.
Start. They're gonna take their movement, which is 40 feet, and start rushing the ones that are still here.
Okay. All right. So as your wolves begin to line up on their own and make a little push towards the door, we're going to have the knights use their movement, however slowed it might be, to begin to mobilize backwards. Let's see here. I feel like I'm setting up for a game of chess. Step over the dead body again. Good job. Okay. You're going to get there, and you're going to get here. Okay. And then, yeah, the mage is going to look to Winnie on his turn and say, I'm so sorry, and begin his retreat, but it is not yet his turn just yet. So
I was just following orders.
yeah.
You apologize.
People
Oh my
love
God.
that. Oh, people love that saying.
That's so much better. I thought he was gonna back me again, so now I have mixed feelings.
You're right.
I'm so sorry. Please don't hurt me.
I'm such a pushover.
I am going to have again the knights take their crossbow attacks. They are going to be because they're scared of Acacia and the wolves. They're going to be targeting Scarlet and Proximus. So we're going to do let's see, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So 16 attacks. 8 at Scarlet, 8 at Proximus. Oop, not 160 dice. I don't need that. Here, let's just do the Proximus ones first.
Did we switch to Pathfinder? What the heck?
It's real crunchy. Only one hit, and it is a nat 20. So Proximus, that is going to be just 1d10 times 2. They have, again, no. That is a 10, though. So that is 20 points of piercing damage at you.
Oh, yep. And I'm down.
No.
At Scarlet, only one hits, and it is also a nat 20. So, Scarlet, what is that? 12 points of piercing damage at you. Okay. That is it for their turn. Next up, Scarlet.
Rude.
Yeah.
It's
2, I would like to so I got distracted by a message. It's Eva's fault. I would like to stand up on Ogden's desk.
Okay.
And I would like to use my 1 and only 6th level spell and cast Chain Lightning on 3 of the knights. Let's say, oh god,
That's such a good spell.
this one, and this one. They have to make dex saves of 18.
Okay. I want to check one thing. This Chain Lightning is a great spell.
Oh, as many as 3 other targets. So I can hit 4.
Arcs towards the target of your choice. 3
30
bolts,
feet.
then leap from that target to as many as... you can hit 6. 3
Oh.
bolts, leap from that target to as many as 3 others.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So each bolt goes to...
Oh, so I can basically... Can I hit all of them?
how many?
If I hit for the middle one right there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hit
6.
for this one?
You would not hit 1 as I'm
Okay.
reading this, but let me double check that, like, being in armor doesn't...
Mhm.
Target or an object and can be... Target can
Fine,
be
the
a
other one I
creature or
can hit with
object.
Tiffany.
So, yes, it is... there's nothing with armor, but it sounds like you can hit 6 in total. So I will do 6 dexterity saving throws. Again, these knights are... they have no bonus to dexterity. So what's my goal here? What am I shooting for? 18. Woof. 13. 19.
Oh, okay.
7. 15. 4. 15 and 16. Only 1 succeeds.
And they still take half damage.
I still take half damage.
D8.
10d8. Oh, I love to hear all that. 54 points of lightning damage, please.
Okay.
For all except the one. The one gets 27.
27, which is enough to kill him. Okay, Scarlet, would you like to describe how you take out 6 Imperial Elite Knights?
I feel like since they are in metal armor, the lightning would just look like it's bouncing off the metal armor.
Oh yeah, no, it's just
And it's
cooking
basically
them
just
from
like
the inside.
It's a really fucked up game of dominoes at that point.
Yeah, no, they're like a chicken that you're cooking in foil. Like you can see a little bit of skeletal where like their faces and things are. But yeah, no, there's just like it just smells like
So
like
bad.
a rainstorm afterwards, petrichor of just that
you can
the
just like
petrichor
taste
and
the
burned
metallic,
flesh.
the
Yeah,
metallic in the air.
it's real
The
thingy in here.
meat- Oh,
And then as my bonus action, I would like to move Tiffany. I think I can.
Okay.
Let me see how far I can move her.
So my man just going to be clicking X's on all of these knights. Just close your eyes, sweet prince.
30.
We're retreating.
Yeah, you can throw one on Proximus now. Here.
Oh, I
He's
can't
not
reach
dead,
that
dead.
one night.
He's not dead.
Boop.
He's got death saves. These guys don't have that opportunity.
Tiffany the tentacle would like to boop the one night that we did not hit.
Boop away.
That is a 23 to hit.
Had exactly 23 hit points.
Oh shit.
That's for
and 10 points
Tiffany.
of cold damage.
10 points. Oh, I'm sorry. The 23 was to hit. Yes, I'm sorry. So yes, 10 points. So now with 13 hit points left, that one is still barely standing.
Just gets smacked around by spectral tentacle.
Yeah, wolves and spectral tentacles, horse people. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Scarlet?
No. I unfortunately used my bonus action that I could have used on getting Proxy up to move Tiffany.
It happens.
Nah,
Okay.
I got something for it. It's fine.
Then Winnie, it is your turn.
Yeah, you got a weenie who's gonna skedaddle over here. She's gonna
Music come.
dash. And then she's gonna use her bonus action to I just want to be sure I am counting correctly. We have 2 people left, right? The mage and that 13 hit point knight.
You have the mage, the knight, and then 5 other knights that you left.
Just
in the
go
other
ahead
room.
and hit the
Oh
knight.
yeah, I don't care about them.
Hit the
They're-
knight. Hit the knight. I got something. No.
Are you sure?
Which actually,
Yeah.
I should have had them. They're going to start moving forward because they were not scared before, but they aren't going to be able to take any actions. So I'm just going to have them mobilize. A number of them are still baned.
In which case, Winnie is not going to use her action to dash because we are clearly having this conversation in Mind Link.
Proximus is like
grievously
before he
wounded.
goes down. Yeah, before he goes down, he's like,
good,
I
I'm
am okay.
I do appreciate saving my 4th level single spell slot that I have remaining. I'm a firebolt that remaining knight because the mage was nice and said he was sorry. That is a 24 to hit,
That'll hit.
and we got a 16 fire damage for the knight.
Had 13 hit points left. Winnie, you cook
he goes
another knight.
whoosh.
He go whoosh.
Yeah,
You
this
know
is
what?
like a bigger whoosh than before.
Yeah. Sometimes you just go whoosh.
Yep. And then little Jeffrey is gonna move. He's gonna move here, I guess. We're gonna try and meet up in the middle.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Actually, I guess no, because he can't. Yeah, no, that's good. What is an M?
What do you mean?
Instead of action, bonus action.
Movement?
Mending isn't movement though. Oh, it's. Oh, 1 minute. Just kidding. We're doing this afterwards. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, mending unfortunately is not immediate, because I've seen some cool stuff. Like,
Yeah.
what if you're fighting a Medusa and you cut a barrel in half and then you mend it back together over her head? Not in this game. Okay. Winnie, anything else for your turn? I think your earbuds fell out. Anything else for your turn, Winnie?
I also knocked over my mic. No, that should do it for both of us. Thank you and good night.
Cool. Proximus, death save, please.
I am gonna use Strength of the Grave
yes.
and like a shadow cocoon starts to wrap around Proximus. It goes down. And I'm going to use one of my advantages.
Absolutely. Man, that grave's so strong. Look how strong that grave is.
That's a 17. And a nat 20? Is that? It's the.
Doesn't that 20 give you like a.
Yeah.
Nat 20? Okay. You have 1 hit point and regain consciousness.
Yeah. It kind of like slowly just oozes off his body into like a pool. It looks like ink around him.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he wakes up. And thank you, Kaila, for the die, because it was the die you gave.
So while Proximus pees himself back to life, we're gonna go to.
Oh, I apologize for that. I probably broke the sound.
The general is dead. Long live the general. It is the mage's turn. The mage is going to. Nope, I don't need your step block anymore. The mage is going to cast greater invisibility on themselves, and just boop. You do not see them anymore.
Hi, dude.
Okay. Acacia, it is your turn.
You okay, Proximus?
I have felt much better than today, but I am okay. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna with that. I'm bopping you with 6 hit points for healing word.
Bless.
And then I'm going to move 40 feet, I think. So right about here. And I'm going to use one of my guiding bolts.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna attack one of the closest one, whoever's in front.
Yeah, you got it.
That is a 21.
That'll hit.
22, and then a total of 14 points. And whoever attacks first has advantage. And then the wolves are gonna move forward. Let's go, doggos. These are the ones with the 21 hit points from Proximus. So they have a move speed of 40. They can't reach. So I guess.
Yeah, they got some muddy paws, but they'll.
That's okay. They're gonna get as close as they can.
Yeah, so 5, 10.
Double move. 5, 10, 20, 30. Or they can go around.
They can go around. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's say, what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we'll just pop them out right. I mean, roughly. Rough. Look right there.
They're about it. Yeah, they have an 80-foot move speed.
Yeah, one of them jumps up onto one of the pedestals.
Good dog. And
Put that one in agility courses. Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Cool. It is the knight's turns. All 5 of them, with Bane on 3 of them. They are going to see, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They are going to pop right up here into melee with said wolves. Nope, not all of you. Just one of you. So there we go, and there we go, and there you get to be special on the end. Okay, so we are going to have.
They don't actually have Bane anymore because it's concentration, and I used another spell.
Cool. Thank you.
Another concentration spell?
No, I used a cantrip.
So then.
Yeah, no, you can hold a concentration
You can still
spell.
hold it. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was trying to be honest, but I was
So
just.
they do have
good,
Bane
you
still.
good.
They do have Bane. Sorry.
Okay.
Psych.
All right. So 8, d20, and they have a +5 to hit. And what's the wolves' AC?
13.
13. Okay.
So.
So that is 11. That's 12. 11, 10, 9, 9, 10, and so only one will hit. Oofa doofa, boys.
I'll keep track of the hit points. Which one did they hit?
It's just the one on the very right. And
Okay, so that's number 4.
yeah. So that is only going to be 5, 3, 8, 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so they have 10 hit points left.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna have a crossbow attack. I think this one's probably gonna fire at Winnie. The Winnie being the closest target. So Winnie, that's a 17. Does that hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, cool. Crossbow bolt goes wild. Actually, I'm sorry, he gets 2 attacks. So the other one's a 5. Never mind. All right, that is it for the knights. Scarlet, it is your turn.
So soon?
What's up?
No, I'm just being a smartass.
Okay.
Ugh. What spells do I have left? Nothing that's super helpful. You know, let's just try to talk some sense into these individuals. Maybe. I would like to. Oh God, how was I gonna do this? I think I was gonna do this last time, but it didn't end up working out. I was gonna see if I could do a twin spell, but use it on thaumaturgy and do 2 actions at once. I think thaumaturgy can do 2 actions at once. 2 effects at once.
I think so.
Yes, I can do up to 3.
Okay.
I'm going to cast thaumaturgy. I'm going to make the ground shake harmlessly.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to raise my voice.
Okay. What are you saying?
I haven't spoken to Scarlet in a very long time. I can't remember her fucking accent.
Is this thing on?
If you stand down now, you might be able to leave with your life. If not, so be it.
Okay. That I feel like could be either intimidation or persuasion. So you may roll either. Again, because they are essentially, they have advantage on being frightened. They'll kind of just cancel out. It'll be a flat roll for either of us. And we'll have them do a wisdom saving throw.
That is a dirty 20 for intimidation.
That is a 10. Okay. Cool. It is. We'll see how that resolves on their turn, but you can kind of see like they're in a battle formation, right? They have these round shields. They're kind of just strapped to their arms. They have their blades. They've kind of put almost like a phalanx, put their blades up over, and you can see like the heads in these helmets turning to one another, and like the formation weakens just a little bit. Like a couple of them are like stepping back. The shield over shield folding is not as strong as it could be. There's definitely you've gotten through to at least one of them. I'm gonna roll like I said for all in the same way I did for Acacia, but yeah, definitely a weakening. There's a weak link in that chain. Might be the entire chain. You're not sure yet. Let's go to the top of the order with Winnie.
Hi, yes, it's me, Winnie. These little alcoves are just like exits from the room, right?
They are essentially like they're like little vaults. They're little safes almost. So they would have doors over them. The doors are completely open. That's where the knights all came out of. But these are just like they would all typically have like locked vault doors over them where Ogden would store different aspects of his wealth. Like, oh, the gold goes here, the fancy paintings go here.
So the mage was like here, right? Originally?
Yes.
And used his dash action, right?
He turned invisible, and you're not sure what he did from there.
But I mean, he only has so much movement and whatnot. So the closest exit would be where?
Closest exit you are aware of is the one that you came through, which is the door at the very north of this battle map. You are not sure exactly how the Imperials got in here, if they came through here, or if there is another space.
Okay. Could I do a quick perception check and see if I could hear, like, perhaps where he went?
Sure.
I know things are, like, really, like, I will take it at maybe disadvantage.
Yeah, it would definitely be a disadvantage as you're trying to hear the footsteps of someone who is lightly armored moving. So yes.
Or, alternatively, hey, Proximus, now that you're alive again, do you see where that mage went?
don't think
Proximus
he's
would not
close
have the
enough.
range to see the mage even when he turned invisible.
Oh, with the, okay.
Like
I
a
forgot.
30-foot range or something.
Oh, that's right. All right. That's well, I'm not gonna reroll because that was a 7. Okay, I'm fine. I won't do it then. I will just use my alchemical tools to cast web as a whatever action. I don't know. Free spell, whatever it's called. I would like to make a 20-foot cube from... I want to not be in it. So I guess from,
Okay.
like, this point. Just far enough away to get these dudes, but not me.
Okay, and we're webbing them,
We're webbing them. Yes.
Okay. And that's a circle.
Cube.
It was cube. Okay,
That's gross.
a
So
cube of web.
a cube of web. So it just collapses down into 20 feet. So it's not
Yes.
like it doesn't stay a cube. It just
Okay.
Ew, gross. Webs layered over a flat surface have a depth of 5 feet. That's super gross.
Let's see.
I love it.
That's
I
not
haven't
gonna
used
be
it
right.
since like that other room, and like I love web, but I just never use it. So it's a dex save.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna get just soldiers, no web.
Oh yeah, and I would prefer not to get the wolves. Thank you for assuming that.
Yeah. Dex saving throw.
Yes.
What's my goal here?
Was it my spell save?
Should be.
I guess 18?
I love the confidence. Does the spell say otherwise?
Well, the spell just says it's a dex save.
Okay.
But I think I get it because of an alchemist reason.
Okay.
So
well, like when you have the spell on D&D Beyond, does it tell you what the?
I don't have
should
it on D&D Beyond. It's stored in an item. But I believe that's artificer. So yeah.
Okay.
It's not part of like my list of spells. It's
Okay. Then yeah, let's just use your spell save DC. So 18.
for alchemist, yes.
Sorry, one more time. For alchemist, what?
Yeah, well, because I also have the bard spell save, but because it's
Okay.
an alchemy thing, I'm saying 18.
Yeah, that's
unless
fine.
you disagree.
Just give me a number. It's
18.
it's fine.
Dex 18.
Okay. Yes. Dex save. They only one succeeds.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm out of range, so I'm going to also move further away. Oh god, tokens. I don't think that's... And I'm going to bring little Jeffrey with me. And he just has one little hit point, so he's not going to attack. He's just going to hang out and be cute. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do anything else for anyone with him.
All right, Proximus, it is your turn.
Proximus is gonna rest. I don't believe that I have anything. I mean, to heal myself at this point. So I am just going to well, I'm gonna loot the body of the general. See if there's anything cool
Oh, yeah.
there.
Let's
in
go.
these pieces of the general.
Okay. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I had not been sure what you would necessarily do with them, so let me. You
wanna-
will find some things, but yes, let me get back to you on that.
And then that's
okay.
all I got.
Fair enough. Cool. Let's see then. It is the mage's turn. They're gonna
Something
do
happens.
whatever. Something happens. Okay, shit, it is your turn.
I'm gonna just walk up a little bit, right about here, standing in the over some dead bodies, and I'm gonna raise my staff at all of these lovely little folks.
Mhm.
And within a 10-foot radius, I'm gonna cast a spell right here.
Okay.
Wither and bloom, so all of like the dark cosmic energy just kind of like slurps up from under them, and they need to make a DC 17 con saving throw.
Okay.
They're gonna take some
Right.
damage.
Okay. So DC. There we go. I'm sorry, DC what con?
17 con.
17. All right, they have a +4 to their con. That's a 9. That's a 7. That's a 13. That's an 18. And that is a non-natural 20.
Okay, cool. So they get a total of 8 for if they succeed on the saving throw, and I get to
Okay.
actually roll a hit point. Automatically get to roll a hit die to recover some
Okay.
hit points because I'm within radius.
Okay.
Then Anubias are going to attack.
All right.
They're all going to attack like the ones directly in front of them just to make it easier for you.
So I'm sorry, they take hit 8 damage if
They failed.
they failed. What if they succeed? Do they take any
Half.
damage at all?
Half.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So-
I love pack tactics. Pack tactics is great. And they have advantage anyway because they think most of them are restrained, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm. That is true.
Oh, all of these guys have already had the bite attack technically could try and get them prone. Anyway, just let me know when you're ready, Derek.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so first one is a 21.
Okay.
21 to hit. 21 to hit. An 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then a 19 to hit.
Okay.
So they all hit.
All hit. All 4.
So the first one is going to take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is going to take 6 points of damage.
All right.
Third one is going to take 5 points of damage. And the last one is going to take minimum damage, which is only 4.
Okay.
And I don't know if any of them are still up, but since they all got hit, DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. Yes, these guys hadn't taken any damage before, so they are still up. But yeah, webbed and intimidated. Okay, so we have a +3 to strength. So that's going to be an 11 exactly, 16, 8, and okay. So one of them will be knocked prone and just goes like back first into the web. The phalanx collapses. Yeah, they're looking pretty messy right now, pretty scared. All right. Cool. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
No, that is it.
Okay. I think at this point, especially with the amount of damage you have done to all of them, with Scarlet's intimidation, and with this guy just going back first into the web, they are going to drop their shields and throw their swords kind of down, like at the feet of the wolves, or at least at Acacia's feet, and we'll just kind of put their hands up to the sides, say that. We surrender. You've given us the opportunity. We surrender. we are willing to be taken hostage and hostage back to the Empire as per the terms of war. Please.
Look back at Captain.
Just through the mind leak. Do we want hostages?
We can just give them the opportunity to flee.
Do we want to send them back through the dungeon?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, let's see if they make it. They can tell their story then.
Do they want to become pirates?
No,
Or private?
And
Yeah. Okay.
that's not an option. I'm so sorry.
yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
I
Never
like
mind.
where your head's at, but it's also a little like. Yeah.
Maybe not these ones. Maybe the next round.
It's just-
The one in the back's like, you whore? You whore?
No way.
No.
It's
Nice try.
a baby.
Who wants to give them the good news? They're free to go out through the dungeon.
Okay, run away. Be careful, there's traps.
I think somebody through the mind link. I think somebody should ask them how they got here.
Point. How'd you all get down here?
They've already begun
That's
to
fair.
run as Winnie is like, go away, skedaddle.
Can the since they're already going, can the dogs just herd them,
Chase them out.
chase them out?
There is one that turns back and he goes, the elevator. Obviously, who would want to go through that shit? And then looks back and goes, oh. And yeah, they all very stickily move through the webbing. It takes a lot of effort for them. Like, you're just watching them try to run as they're just like, tricking their feet up, knee high, and nope, don't want to move the web. Don't wanna
So
move the
Derek,
whole
I
thing.
would like to say that Conjure Animals does last an hour.
Mhm.
I'm letting the dogs go loose after them
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
for the full hour.
All right.
Have fun, dogs.
I would say you all would reason that it shouldn't even take that long, as the echoing scream of the mage can be heard as it reverberates down the halls to you, as he is very likely being consumed by the massive gelatinous cube that you all saw earlier.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
that's
like
what
a
these guys are
gurgle.
running into.
Cool. Love that.
Unarmed. All right.
It's fine.
Cool. Removed from the map then. We are out of combat. And you all find yourselves in the true vault of Ogden Ironback. Surrounded by the fallen foes. And the signs of your victory. Webs and disturbed earth and yeah, everything else. The
Spending
smell
a little
of
Jeffrey for the next minute.
Can we let Ogden out of the mirror, please?
After I heal little
Yes,
Jeffrey
yes,
for 1
after.
minute.
He did a great job. I
don't want
appreciate
him to
his
fall
help.
apart if I try and open his mouth. He's very damaged.
That
Um,
was terrible.
Yeah, I don't. That was
I don't ever want to be down here again.
no. I will remove the mirror and set it up nice and proper somewhere. Do we want to bring him out, or do we want to leave him in the mirror and talk to him? I
We
was
can
just
bring him
gonna
out. What is he going to do?
I don't know.
Kill us?
What was the mimic or the changeling gonna do? Anyway, I was just asking. It's fine. In traps
Poor Winnie.
now is.
Like,
I'm
just
trying.
ask the question. Jeez.
Cell number 4. Maybe it's the Manicore, maybe it's Ogden. We'll see.
Oh.
It's Ogden. She picked the Ogden cell. But we should probably heal the
The Manticore.
whichever what the Chimera. One of them was really.
I think the
messed
owlbear
up.
was pretty fucked up.
Oh, it's the owlbear, yeah. Anyway, we do still have them like hanging around, and I would like to find a vet or something at some point. Anyway, hi Ogden.
Yeah, Ogden materializes, almost like I kind of mentioned like Star Trek, just like the light from the mirror refracts and almost like creates the 3D image in front of you.
That's much nicer. I always kind of picture it like Alex Mack, where the mirror just sort of like melts down into like a goo and then like forms up into. No, I like yours better.
No, I kind of like the mirror like tips over, goes blah blah blah, and Ogden just kind of spills out of it.
Sorry, there's not like magazines or anything in there. I don't really know how to set that up, but.
No, there's actually not a lot of anything in there. It was
Very
kind of upsetting, but
disconcerting.
also nice. I thought I died. I thought that was a sort of purgatory sort of situation that I'd been thrown into. Regardless, are you all dead, or is this hell now? Then?
No, unfortunately. You're still alive. This isn't hell.
I have your hat. And little Jeffrey herks that up as well.
I would like to
What?
say that I missed you, but I really didn't.
I'm happy to see you alive and well. We're all alive and not really well, but
I feel like I owe you a slap or a punch or something for that fucking dungeon, but I feel like we're even at this point.
You did kill something around 60 of my people, so I think we could maybe call this one even.
didn't you attack us?
I was coming to.
Are you
Wouldn't
going to
call it
say you were
necessarily
coming
an
to
attack.
talk? Because that was bullshit.
Could have fired my guns first, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Either
That
way,
is true.
It's actually true.
All of a sudden, everyone except Acacia's like, "Are we the baddies?"
Yeah.
was hoping to take you all alive, but like I said, bygones and water under bridges and bridges
I
over
killed Eula.
troubled
Well,
waters.
we killed Eula for you, so you know.
Little Jeffrey herks up the pistol.
Ah, good old last resort.
I would like to kick that away, please.
That's fair. Well,
Would you like to
I-
get out of your own hellscape?
What did you not like? I spent a lot of time creating this wonderful little amusement park for people
Yes.
who would deem to steal my things.
Do I look amused?
We weren't even trying to steal your stuff. We were trying to help you.
And that's appreciated. Yes, we absolutely can get out of here. I assume you took out the rest of the Legionnaires who were all topside then?
No,
Oh.
we're going to sneak out of this place for now.
Half a plan's better than no plan at all. All right then.
But before we get going, I want to walk up to Ogden and I just like whoever's closest, probably Scarlet. I want to like hand her my staff. Can you hold this?
Okay.
I just want to like stand in front of Ogden with my
Uh-huh.
arms crossed and like look down at him.
Please don't hurt them. He might actually die.
You're Ogden. Face to a name finally.
Oh.
Oh, little Acacia. You've not become little anymore.
Hmm.
Is that how that works?
Didn't realize we've met.
I'd only ever seen family portrait,
Hmm.
but the braid is identifiable.
And the
How
fact
are
that
your
I have-
dads?
They're doing fine. And with
That's a
that, I would like to deck him.
Yeah.
I'm decking him right in the face.
You rolling unarmed attack?
I don't know what that is. It's over 10. But I can't do math.
I'm just go ahead and roll damage. He's
Cool.
I don't think in the state to necessarily like you're not
Cool.
gonna hit his shell, right? Okay. Yeah, he stays alive, but reels back a little bit as you land a pretty solid, like high ground punch
Oh, yeah.
down on this turtle, and he well, not even a turtle. He's a dragon turtleborn. He's kind of like rubbing the clawed beak kind of face and just feel like I deserve that, but I also feel like I've been through a lot. So
Consider
Please
he
stop hitting
stole
me.
from me, and deal with it.
Is this a terrible time to let you know that we might have also stolen another one of your ships?
Wait, I, fun fact, don't have any ships anymore. So
Technically.
Oh, good.
if you happen to come across one of them, more power to you. Yes, does what it does.
We took the Bloodhound.
Oh, that was a good ship.
Still is.
Yep.
I'm assuming you aren't having to deal with Brindle Kane then.
Nope.
I
Proximus
don't
dealt
think
with him.
anyone will deal with him anymore.
I'll turn
Proximus
around.
took care of that one.
I'll turn around and grab my staff back from Scarlet.
You all just seem to be brimming with good news then. Eula's dead, Brindle Kane's dead. I'm sorry, wait, Eula's dead?
Yeah. Roughly over a year now. Almost over a year.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
The hellscape we've kind of
Why
been living in.
did you kill Eula Saltsmile?
Because she was a massive bitch and she was going to take over the world.
Yeah.
Literally.
Do you understand that the balance of things relies on massive bitches?
But she
Why
was
do you think I'm
tipping
here?
the balance. It's one thing if you're a jerk and keeping everything in line and balanced, but she was gonna sit on the scale, and I don't know if you know how big she could get, but that was gonna be a big tip.
Did you know she was a Kraken?
Did you know she was an island?
Oh,
Inherently
she's
bad.
just some sea hag batshit.
No.
Oh, sweetheart.
Nope.
No.
All right. Apparently, I don't have the full story. That's fine. I'll admit to that.
But when you say balance, though, what
I feel like
do you mean
we all
by
need to
that?
have a very
Yes.
long conversation, but after we get out of this and after we get you looking a little bit better.
Fair enough. Proximus, in very short, there is a foundation to the way that the world works. And sometimes you can take away, think of it like a pyramid. And sometimes if you take away a piece from the top, not a big deal. But when you start taking away those foundational pieces, those cornerstones, things start to get weaker the higher that you go. And it just feels like you all have kind of, you pulled out a pretty big piece there. And things are falling into a different shape, right? But that's fine. Yes, let's, I would not like to be down here anymore, especially as I am no longer surrounded by the things that I loved and cherished most. And I'm surrounded by you. He goes over to his desk and pulls out like the center drawer, and within he kind of reaches his hand under, and you hear a click. And that circle that you see on the map, a little bit bigger, it's about 15 feet across. Actually, you hear like a whirring, and you see that the ceiling opens up, almost that there's like a glass window that is reflecting down this light. And as it opens, almost portal-like, you see a very similar elevator to the one that you got on before. Descend down and become flush with the ground there. All right, everyone, on we go. And
Where
he
does
There's no
where does
boulder
this come
that's
out?
going to crush this one, right?
comes right out to where I assume you all came in.
Did you not see us come through that door?
The door over at the other end of this room.
Yeah. The
I did
dungeon
see you.
door.
Yes, I saw you come through that door. Why?
Because we were in an elevator at the very beginning, and
This elevator.
but it led us the other way around.
You didn't say the password.
What's the password?
I know the password. Her dad knew the password. Knows the password. Can't say the password.
Then how do you use
Not
it? if
coming
you can't
back,
say
so
it?
it doesn't matter if
special.
you know it or not.
It's my vault.
Can I detect thoughts?
Oh,
You have to understand, I've never been through my dungeon.
Huh? Who
Listen.
It's
created
pretty
this?
good, to be clear. Like, it sucked, but it was really well done.
It was.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
we're literally just a couple of floors below where you just started. I just bypassed that with the password. Fun stuff.
Can we
Scarlett,
just
you want to
leave?
cast Detect Thoughts?
Yeah, I want to see if I can figure out the password.
He is technically thinking about it right now, so it
He
might
is,
be a
and
simple
he
thought.
is going to say it as well. So if you want to leave him down here, I guess you can figure it out.
Well, no, I just want to. Scarlett's just a little shit and just wants to know. But if he's gonna say it, then if he's gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it
mean-
to where we can hear it,
You
Yeah,
can say
he
it
is.
before him.
You can absolutely dig. What is the what's the DC to dig deeper into their thoughts?
18 wisdom.
18. Okay. Let's see. He only got a 16. So you were able to dig down, and Scarlett, you're kind of piecing together. You're seeing like every room as he's conceptualizing it out. You can suddenly like see in his mind how he's only ever viewed his vault through the blueprints. He's never been through it. He's never walked through it. He's never experienced it the way that any poor person who happens to, die in it has ever experienced. He just goes, into the elevator, and it comes to a stop. He says the password, and then it goes down to this room where he stores everything. I mean, like, he's like, oh, could I even imagine, trying to bring half the stuff through all these rooms and doors and ladders and, mouse traps and whatnot. And you're conceptualizing each room as you also kind of see like there's this blue cloud that's kind of fading a lot of his thoughts, and there's almost like a sadness that you're picking up as you hear him kind of going through each room and going, I am dishonest, I am insatiable, I am prideful, I am unlovable, I am impatient, I am vain, I am honorable or dishonorable, I am greedy, I am Ogden Ironback, and this shall be my tomb.
That is a little sad, actually.
Well, I don't
And
know about that part. I'll share that through the mind link later when we're not connected with the person who I'm currently invading their most personal thoughts.
Oh no,
don't
I say
think-
it in front of him out
No, no,
loud. Like, oh, that's sad. Yes.
I don't think he's connected in the mind link anymore because he was shoved into the mirror, and I don't think I could like connect through the mirror.
it is like a different planar
Yeah.
sort of deal.
It's
So
an
yeah, I
extra
think
dimensional space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably not actually.
Yeah,
he
you got like
probably
a-
got cut off.
call disconnect sound. He stands on the center of the platform and kind of turns back to all of you, raises his little Bowser arms. Shall we then?
He's Bowser. I didn't get that before.
No.
It's-
Yeah, to kill him, you have to
get
jump
in the
over him
elevator.
and grab the axe, and then
I'll get in the
Gonna
elevator.
clip clop
Oh, damn it.
forward.
That was great.
and he steps on the very center where there's a little bit of light, and it begins to rise back up. And he verbalizes, this time in Draconic. I think, Scarlet, because you're reading his mind, you wouldn't have necessarily had the language barrier there. But in Draconic, he does say, I am dishonest, I am insatiable, I am prideful, I am unlovable, I am impatient, I am vain, I am dishonorable, I am greedy, I am Ogden Ironback, and this shall be my tomb.
Oh,
And
Proximus can understand that.
yeah, Proximus.
Now you can say that's sad.
And the elevator rises. You would actually see, because it's just kind of an open platform, the same entry point that you all went through, just about like 30 feet above from where you were. And it continues to ascend until you once again reach the opening where the painting was of Ogden's greatest triumph. And the wall opens once again and allows you all to step off and back into the main part of the manor. It is, boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see, you all spent several hours in a day. It was the middle of the night. We're going to say it's getting close to dawn, almost 2 days from when you went in. You do not see any guards immediately. However, you do know that patrols typically come around the hallways there, and that there are often guards who are posted at the front door. So what would you all like to do?
I'm gonna reinitiate the mind link since Ogden got shoved out before.
Okay.
Which is gonna be 6 hours.
All right.
Go back the way we came. That's my vote.
Yeah.
Can we get to the office or the area where we came in?
Absolutely. If y'all would like to give me a joint stealth roll, please.
Do I have any second level spell slots? I do not. Okay.
I have like nothing left.
Yeah.
I think
Ooh, 16. No.
Yeah, 16.
16, but I'm going to use my inspiration.
I have a 21. I have like Derek.
16 plus 2, 18.
Yeah. We'll see what it looks like first. 21.
22.
Ogden actually rolled a dirty 20.
Cool.
So between the 5 of you, it's a 19.4. Okay. So yes, fairly silently, you all move through the hallways, and Ogden along with you. He's definitely like keeping an eye behind you. You guys are kind of like keeping an eye around the hallways. It is just as like you hear footsteps coming down the hallway that Ogden pulls out a set of keys from his coat, unlocks one of the side doors that you would notice was locked, and pulls you all inside, just to one of the spare bedrooms. You wait for the guards to pass and continue on towards the bedroom that you all came in before. And yeah, you absolutely may exit through the escape hatch that is provided in the bedroom. So once again, you find the secret elevator that is in this room. Descend down into the escape portal. Find your way to the secret dock, and how would you all like to get back? Do you want to take the longboat, or are you all traveling back in another way?
I'm gonna leave that decision up to Ogden, considering it's a hoof, and if he wants to leave it here or not.
It's just longboat. Seems like you all have already been through my things, so
Could have been useful.
I can carry one. I can fly back. I can carry one, maybe two people. Maybe Ogden and Winnie in my claws.
Ooh.
I think you can carry me. I would like that. Please and thank you.
Proximus,
Guess
do you think?
Proximus and I will. Proximus can fly. I guess I'm the only one swimming.
Well, couldn't
I
Proximus
can
carry you?
carry you.
Fair.
Wait.
If you want to swim, by all means.
I gotta
Okay.
know, what is Acacia turning into that can carry both of us?
So I realized I am a 9th level druid, so that means I can turn into a giant eagle, which is size category large. So if I
Oh,
have one
yeah.
person on my back, I can just
Nice.
grab you in my claws.
That's so
Nice.
cool.
Gosh.
No, I can be Backpack Scarlet. It's fine.
I love this.
Backpack Scarlet.
I would love to carry Ogden in my claws, but also he's bigger than you, so
Also, I feel like with the shell, like, awkward.
yeah,
So,
it'd be awkward.
Winnie-
Yeah.
Winnie's
Just be
cool with
holding
it.
by the shell and just dangling.
Oh, Winnie is, like, dripping blood all over the place, though, so, like, I forgot that she's doing not
Fine.
great. So, maybe just a little careful around the shoulders. It's a little
Do
tender.
you want my one healing word?
I'm at 26, so yes, please and thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
I'm at 7 hit points.
Oh god, no. Proximus first.
So no,
Somebody can take
I'll-
the total of 4 hit
7.
points that they
I'm
get.
I'm
Who's
gonna
taking
throw.
it?
Double
I'm gonna
digits.
throw a healing word
I-
at Proximus. It's okay. We got this, which is 8 points. Let's go.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Put me into double digits. Thank you.
Oh, I could probably healing word myself at this point because I was saving my one spell slot. Okay. I will
But
still.
yeah. I'll turn
Oh,
into a
that's-
giant eagle and let Ogden climb aboard. Pull out any feathers, and I will drop you.
Good enough.
This would have been all for nothing.
All right then. Onward.
You don't get to call the shots here.
He's gonna,
Let's go.
you're gonna
Just
fuck
like
around and get
pats the back of the
dropped,
bird. When are we going?
I wait till everyone is ready, and then
Please
we'll go.
don't find out, Ogden. Just stop talking.
Where
Just
where is your
pulling out
heading?
like band-aids and just putting them all over Proximus. That's where flying. Can't actually heal you much, but I can put band-aids on.
I'm
This
assuming
this
back
spot
to
needs
the
a band-aid,
ships.
and this spot needs a band-aid.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Okay.
we're going back to the ships.
Yeah.
Back to where you left the ships. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that you left the ships at enough distance that it shouldn't been kind of, excuse me, middle of the sea. So I don't think that you would have. I don't think they would have had any issues with patrols or anything like that. As much as I wanted you to return to an attack on them, I'm going to save those black spots for later because I don't think it's fair to just kill you all while you're down.
I have one spell slot.
You all when you're down.
There was a
Wow,
part of my
first
brain that was
level
like, what if the
spell.
Tombstone twins attacked while you all were gone?
I
Oopsies.
was oh god.
I would have actually murdered you.
Just a
Yeah,
ship full of
like-
statues. Oh no.
Oh. The whole
Marcus
crew.
Hopefully
just
you all,
sitting on a floating board in the middle of the sea.
Oh no, Marcus would be dead. Well, he'd be a statue. You all did get that basilisk
That's
eye
true.
stuff. Yeah,
We can save one.
you can bring back
Of the
3,
entire
not
crew.
just one. I'm gonna make it worse. Now. I'm gonna
Okay.
make it 3. Pick your top 3. They'll
Honoring
never
Honey and
forgive you.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so fast.
What about
I
Constance, who's
didn't-
gonna need to be there for our trauma
True.
dumping?
Okay,
I
so
mean-
Honey, Constance, and Marcus.
Sammy,
But
you're gonna do that to
Honey-
Sammy?
We would have
To
to,
trust
do
them?
Oh, poor
Sammy,
Sammy.
because Honey would kill us if we didn't bring back
And
Connery.
Damona?
And Serona? No, this is trouble. We just
Oh,
have
yeah.
to protect
No,
the
no, no,
ships.
no, no. They have
Yeah.
plot armor.
The cats were hiding under the beds.
We thought they had plot armor, and then we had to give up the babies. 2 of them, so.
About to say, we have
Right.
one.
Mhm.
That is plot armor.
They're safe.
No.
You asked for it. Don't put that on me.
Are we going back to the Mercy or the
Probably the
redemption?
Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to really like
Uh,
snub it into Ogden's face that I stole another one of his ships.
Well, as you all fly back towards, away from rather the rising sun, you all would reach your ships safely. Find that they have been anxious in waiting for you, as none of their divination spells have reached you.
Yep.
And yet they are happy to see your return. We will determine what happens next as you have rescued Ogden Ironback from his imprisonment next time on Horizon's Call. Thank you for joining us for another episode.
Derek, can I
Yeah.
send one sending?
Yeah.
I want to send it to Dad
Okay.
and be like, how the fuck did you do that solo? Oh, by the
Um,
way, we're alive.
Great to hear. I latched onto the ceiling and listened to Ogden as he went to his vault. Then backtracked for notes.
Great.
So yeah, Curio latched the ceiling, hid as Ogden actually he hid in the elevator, waiting for Ogden. He actually hid for days because he doesn't have to worry about sleep or eating, or really even breathing. Waited for Ogden to get into the elevator, listened to Ogden repeat it. Essentially, it's a Warforged recorded that, repeated it back in Dragonborn, and then, or Draconic rather, and then made his way down to the vault, got the one thing that he needed, and figured he would piss off Ogden one final way by backtracking his way through the vault, which does not trigger any of the traps as you are moving in reverse, and left little
Yeah.
notes. However, he was still cursed by the vault itself, meaning that he could not honestly relay any helpful information about it. So that's why he could only say things that were dishonest about it and kind of try to focus on what was mostly dishonest about it. So you all are likely equally cursed. Should you ever try to tell anybody what a room is, what it does, you will never be able to truthfully do that. You are cursed to always lie about the interior and thereby make it seem scarier or at least not helpful to anyone who would try to break in. Because that's the whole point. If you do like survive, if you do happen to backtrack, make your way out of the vault, get out somehow, you should not be able to help anybody who is going to try it the second time.
Yeah. You all see like Acacia just disgruntled after sending.
Oh, Lord.
Beautiful.
Okay. Again, thank you all for joining us for another episode of Horizons Call. It has been a phenomenal time with these lovely people and with yourself in chat. So thank you so much for spending that time. We'll have a number of things to go over, so please stick around. The first and most major of those things is that we have applications out right now. I will say more about those and where you can find them here in just a moment. But I do want to say, let's hear from some of these people and where you can find more of their lovely selves first and foremost. So, Mare, where can we find more of your lovely self?
Oh, hey, hi. I'm just here right now, just chilling and living. But I am running one of those games for the Pride Month. I'll be facilitating a game of For the Queen, where we're gonna our queen is going on a journey. She's asked us to go with her, and let's see if we protect her or not. Let's see if she lives or dies. Let's go.
I love For the Queen. I love how it's such a cool story building kind of concept. If you've never played before, I've only ever played in person, but you get cards that basically say like, oh, we're all part of, we're all joining this queen doing something. She's typically on like, a journey.
Diplomatic mission.
Yeah, diplomatic mission. Who are you? What is your connection? Do you have like secrets with her? Does the queen favor you? Does she disfavor you? Are you out to kill her? Perhaps? And
The
like
queen
each card is
touched you
randomly.
once. How did that make you feel?
Yeah.
Spicy.
And it's great, and then it kind of comes to a head. You have to decide, but yeah, it's very open ended, and it's great for phenomenal people who love to have that open ended kind of story concept. So can't wait to see who joins that game. Next up, Eva.
Hi, hello, it's me, Eva. It was a near thing for Winnie there that got really, really stressful. You can find me here every Saturday as your lighthearted sea elf Winnie. I will be running a not so lighthearted, but knowing the group, still probably ridiculous, series of public access starting June 2nd. Yes, at 10 a.m. Pacific. And I will also be running one of the Pride event games. And because I know myself and cannot safely commit to a one-shot, it is going to be a short series of Moonlight on Roseville Beach, which should be very interesting, and I'm very excited about that. It is very, very queer. Also very, very 1970s. So it's vibes. So many vibes.
So like queer with I'm trying to think like a synth track behind it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And like you can absolutely imagine like the shorts, the tank tops, like I already have clothes for it. It's fantastic. Not the shorts, that's silly. I'm like a news anchor. You only see me from the shoulders up, so but I have the top for it.
I love your implications that news anchors are just absolutely like the mullet of human beings, just absolutely wild from the bottom down. Yeah.
They are. Everybody knows that. Except for the weather people, because they
they have to be out and about. But yeah, no, your standard news anchor is just like, sports jacket and then banana hammock. Fantastic. Next up, Mikyl.
I just heard banana hammock, and
that's all you needed to hear.
Froze. Yeah. Hey, fam. I'm Mikyl. You can find me at Mikyl Sandoval on all the socials. Most importantly, on the Discord channel for Horizon's Call and all the other places for Sword and Key. So I'm a Sword and Key exclusive. I'll be playing in the game of public access. I am also working on art currently for that, for the characters. Some great characters, and I don't know if I've ever done so much research for a game.
It's set in 2004, just for reference. Yeah.
It was a different person back then, and I'm starting to realize like that was just a whole different lifestyle. So yeah, reminiscing and playing in a great like little mystery, and I think it'll be so much fun. So come, please join us next month.
Fantastic. Special thank you always to Michael for the artwork that you see on your screen right now, as well as artwork that you've seen in many other of our games. We are very appreciative, as always, of Michael for the artwork that he does. You can see like more of it, like he was saying, on public access. If you ever watched any of our older episodes of Humblewood, The Unwelcome Winter, older episodes of Horizon's Call, you get to see the growth that he has as an artist, and it's so amazingly cool. Please support him in any way you can. Should have said this earlier because it's one of my favorite things to say. Check out a lot of his stuff on Instagram at Mikyl, not spelled the way you think, Mikyl, and then Sandoval. Please do that for your own betterment. It'll make your life better. Last but absolutely not least, Kaila, where can you find more of your love self?
Hi, hello. You can find me on the social medias at KMC, all spelled out. If you can't find me there, add an underscore and it will pop up. I am mostly just here on this channel, but I am running one of the Pride games in June. This will be the second game that I'm running on Sword and Key, so if you would like to join me, that would be amazing. It is about a band that has taken over the sound waves in a suspiciously low amount of time with a high level of success named Slumber Trophy. This is totally not a non-copyrighted remake of some of the things I might have just done last weekend. So if you want to come relive what I got to do last weekend in a very different way, come join me. It's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a very good time. And yeah, speaking of all that, we've got some amazing stuff coming up at Sword and Key. I should say before all that, hi, I'm Derek Sword. I've been your GM for this game for many games here on Sword and Key. I am the Sword half of Sword and Key because Sword is my real last name. Yes, it's awesome. No, you can't have it. Yeah, you see him pronouns. Might as well toss that in there. Yeah, if you want to find me personally, the best place in social media is dsword16, but I highly recommend you check out Sword and Key before you do that, because most of what I do on my private is just, or personal, I should say, is repost Sword and Key stuff. So to find all of Sword and Key's things, you can check out beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find, I am about to post our application actually as a direct link on Beacons, but until then you can find it on all of our socials being Instagram, Blue Sky, and I'm not calling it X. I don't care if you change your URL, Twitter. Yes, check us out, sword_and_key on all three of those. The application is also on our Discord. You can join our Discord through our Beacons. Beacons also has our discount codes, like for Greenleaf Geek Dice. Looking for some new dice in your life, looking for some TTRPG accessories, check out Greenleaf Geek Dice. Use code Sword and Key for 10% off your purchase. At Eldritch Foundry, you can get custom minis. Code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. And at Wishbone Cosmetics, you can use code EVA, EVA, all caps, for 10% off your purchase. Wishbone Cosmetics is a UK-based vegan, queer-led company that makes makeup palettes in based on the themes of like eldritch romance and dark fantasy and vampire smooching and stuff like that. There's some pretty good stuff out there. You should check it out. We also have all of our current philanthropic efforts, our charity campaigns on Beacons as well. Those being, I'm not going to get all of them, but there's Palestine Children's Relief Fund, Canadian Companions for Independence. I know I'm missing one, but they are all listed there, as well as the Pally for Horizon's Call, where again you can tip this cast and crew and show them a little financial appreciation if you like the stories that we tell. other stuff. I will be running a couple of games for Pride Month. I will be running a mini campaign of Twilight and the Gala of Good and Evil, which is basically a Feywild Met Gala where there's like angels and devils and giants and gods, and they're all just being real sassy to one another and trying to kill each other off. And you, an adventurer, have also been invited. Fucking why? I don't know. Play and find out. You get to pick out a fancy dress. I'm also running an episode of Supernormal, which will be a superhero wedding where it is a gay superhero wedding. The families of both superheroes totally cool with gay weddings, totally not cool with superhero weddings. So you need to keep your secret identities in check. So that includes when supervillains attack, when aliens invade, and when the crazy aunt is complaining about the color of the cake. You have to keep your powers in check and the powers of everyone else around you. It's a great one-page game from Ursa Dice. I believe that's most of the stuff. We need to look at the calendar. We got to look at the calendar. I totally have the calendar pulled up. Do I have the calendar pulled up? There, yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. Looking at today. Yeah, it is the 18th. Cool. We have, I guess, wow, we have a quiet week. Weird. Yeah, Gate Night is not going to be playing this week, so we have a relatively quiet week. So it's a great time to apply to that application. That's going to be the biggest thing we're talking about this week. Horizons Call will be back next week, the 25th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Then Monster Crush is actually taking a week off. Episode 80, one of our big episodes, is actually going to be delayed a little bit because we've been busy. But it's going to be a good one, so check it out when it does release on the 2nd of June. Gate Night will return on the 28th. We typically play weekly. That is the first video game we've streamed here on Sword and Key. It is myself, Shadow, and Lady Dame as we play Baldur's Gate 3. We have our next movie night, Sword and Key movie night, which you can always join in on our Discord. That is going to be the 31st, simply every other Friday. So we just had one last night. The next one is going to be Penelope, the 2006 movie starring, actually some big names. I've never seen it before, but it has Christina Ricci, Reese Witherspoon, and James McAvoy in it. So I'm actually kind of excited to see it. Horizons Calls typically plays every week on Saturday, unless we say otherwise. Public Access will be starting June 2nd. That will play for 4 weeks at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Again, Monster Crush releases every other week. I should say Monster Crush is a podcast that I do with LD, where we talk about different cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters. So if you enjoy talking about monsters and how smoochable they are, check it out wherever podcasts are found. And then, yes, we have all of the stuff that you can apply to now, including, as Eva was saying, the game that she's running, Moonlight on Roseville Beach. We'll be playing the 10th through the 24th on Mondays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. The Supernormal game, which will be on the 15th at 10 a.m. For the Queen, which will be on the 20th at 4 p.m. Kayla's Monster of the Week game at 6 p.m. on the 21st. And then we also have, Twilight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Actually, it should be Gala. Twilight in the Gala of Good and Evil, the 9th through the 23rd on Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And lastly, LD is running a game of My Little Pony Tales of Equestria Summer Vacation at 4 p.m. on the 27th. All of that, because it's a lot of numbers and dates, and I don't expect you to memorize it. All of that is in the application. All of it is on our calendar, which you can also see through our Discord. And if you ever have any questions at all, you can always reach out to on social media. That is it for us for Sword and Key this week. We are going to be raiding D&D Jordan Lee, who is raising money for PCRF. So go spread some positivity over there, be a friend, and take care of yourselves. And until next time, fair winds and following seas, brave mariners.